Bow, bow, bow. Bow, bow. Sorry for the sound jump scare. Welcome in. I am exhausted. I don't know what's going on. I don't know where I am. I don't know who I am. Welcome in. Hi, Vare. Hopefully you're doing good. I don't know why, but today is just... I am so tired. I don't know why. I don't know how. All I know is that everything is louder now. Oh, I know why. Yeah, that fixes it. I'm tired. And the only explanation I have is that it's the change in weather, because it did get like pretty nippy, because the mornings have been pretty cold recently, but like they've gotten colder, and it's really nice, and the entire day it's just been like really cool and really enjoyable. So I sat down in my chair, and normally what I do is I get dinner, I eat dinner, I watch some videos and stuff, or I whatever, and then I prep for stream. I legitimately, my alarm for stream went off at 6:50, and I went, oh, I have to stream. So that's where I'm at mentally. So obviously we need to do a brain teaser like Soma. But welcome in, welcome in. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Razichiwa, as I keep forgetting to say. You know, I've been saying Razichiwa and Razanara like off and on, but I keep forgetting about it. Like, who's gonna remind me about my cringy catchphrases? Because I keep forgetting about them. But hopefully you're doing good, Vare. Yippee! Let's go, let's go, let's go. I agree. So last we left off, we just got to Theta. We're trying to find this like very strong submersible to go into the depths to get to the Ark. And you know what? I'm ready to go inside. I have actually, despite me being extremely tired, I'll be honest, I am very much so happy to be here, because I really do love this game.
I can figure this
Oh,
out.
I tabbed out, sorry. I can figure this out. Open in your... I'm playing Overwatch, so you can decide how I'm doing. So if you're playing Overwatch in 2024, you're having some issues. I'm sorry. I'll pray for you. You look like you could use some of these. Oh, I could use a lot. Wait, how do I turn? Okay. Come on. No, wrong way. What the hell? Okay, am I stupid? What the? Also, hi, son. Is it my mouse, or am I just this stupid? Yeah, turn to the right. There we go. I just had to... Alright, that broke my brain. Open your door. I want it open. Oh. Oh. What the hell? Is this supposed to be a puzzle, or am I just this stupid? Oh. Alright, I'll take it. Open your door. But yeah, I wish I could play... So loud. I wish I could play Overwatch. I remember when I really enjoyed it. All I would do is run around as Ana, and I would heal, but like I really enjoyed just stunning people in the middle of them like ulting and stuff. Genji was fun. Reinhardt was dope. I gotta drive trash down. Okay, I don't know what that means, but best of luck. Gamare, you can do it. It is time to walk into it. So I have thoughts. Sometimes they make sense. Lore! We're gonna get some lore! Please, God, give me some lore. The lore. Discovered Theta, the Dunbat. Oh, I see. Okay. Okay. I was like, what do you mean drive trash down? Like, what? Huh? Why is it so loud? Why is everything so loud? Why must you hurt my ears? Why are my ears so sensitive today? I haven't changed anything either. Maybe my monitor is a little too... I don't know. I'm not going to mess with stuff. All right. Trash stock market. Yeah. Just short some trash stonks. That's how it goes. Easy peasy.
Hello? Anyone there?
Ohio, doko desu.
Well, Catherine, we found
My
that.
Japanese, I have been trying to study off and on, and I am just doing poorly. I've been trying to, like, you know, watch Japanese media of any kind, you know, every once in a while, whether it be, like, anime or... Like, I have a lot of, like, Twitter things that I scroll through that's, like, expressly in Japanese that I try to, like, convert the letters over. I mean, hell, I even have on my wall to my left, like, hiragana, katakana, and, like, a bunch of stuff. But, like, I feel like I'm at that stage where I'm like, I'm learning, I'm in the process, but I'm disappointed or, like, at odds with myself because I'm not seeing tangible, like, results. Which is one of the prime issues with learning is that, you know, you'll have those moments and then you'll have lulls. And then in those lulls, you're like, man, what do I need to do to get better? And then that's where I'm at right now. It's like, what can I do better? Now, I'm not trying to say, like, I'm learning or I'm doing well. I'm just saying, hey, I'm making an attempt. Access denied. What do you need? All right. So we need to put her into a thingamajiggy and go from there. All right. But I will say, despite that being the case, learning Japanese is a very rewarding thing because it does make you... It has helped me with my grammar in a lot of ways because even though I'm not learning grammar from... grammar with Japanese, i.e. like, you know, building and deconstructing sentences, I am paying attention to words and letters and how they come together. And because of that, I've noticed that like, whenever I'm looking at, like, sentences, especially in English, I'm paying much more attention to how the sentences are made. I need a heavier object. And because of that, it's been pretty, like, beneficial because, you know, when you're learning a language, the big thing is trying to convert it in the beginning, and then as time goes on, you get used to it. They call me Big Window because I destroy... I don't know. I'm all over the place, as you can tell. Normally, I'm not as aware of it, but today I'm just like, it is what it is. Oh, Omni tool. Go, Poggers. All right, Kath.
We're here. Okay, great. Time to hijack ourselves a submarine. There will be nothing stopping us when we have done that.
You guys sure have a lot of machines and vehicles down here. What makes this one so special?
Rush
It's the
pressure.
only transport that can go into the abyss without cracking like a can of soup.
Yup.
If this is one of a kind, then how did they get the Ark down the abyss in the first place?
That's a good question. I suppose they did it the hard way and just walked.
Oh, that's a
Didn't
flag
realize
right
that was
there.
an option. Kath, what's it like inside the Ark? Is it like a movie or virtual reality?
No, of course not. It's, you know, like real life, but slightly better. Pleasant temperature, clean air, good weather.
So people in the Ark just walk around pretending it's the real world?
You don't have to pretend, it's perfectly immersive.
And it can just sustain itself?
Yes, attached to a probe fueled by solar panels, it could survive for thousands of years.
It's
Only
amazing.
thousands?
Just thinking about the Earth being what it is and us setting out to save the final remains of humanity, it's
Heroic.
No.
At least it feels worth doing.
Here we go. The Dunbat. Ah, damn it. I knew it was too good to be true.
What's wrong?
It's... it's quarantined. Hold on.
What?
We need a security cipher.
How bad is it?
It's we don't write these things down type of bad.
Maybe someone's still around who can tell us what it is.
Sure, let's go with that. I'll
Probably
just
an
unlock
AI.
the other doors for you so you can explore the station.
Interesting. What do these numbers mean? Mason, what do the numbers mean? I don't know. But I have actually been working on... Oh, that's cool. It shows you where you are. Cool. So we are... There's the... God, what are they called? These are the... Oh, gosh. There's Florida. So we're We're pretty far away. In the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. This is pretty cool. But I've been working on stuff for stream off and on. Ooh, hold on. Lore, shut up. No one cares about you, Rez. All systems operational. Subcode is intact. 99% appropriate. 84% armor. Fine. Life support. Air is clean. Medium. Okay, 13 Celsius. Not bad. 2.1 bar is a little high, but we'll make it. Map. Main level. Okay. All right, everybody write this down. Commit it to memory. Because you are going to need to help me because I'm going to forget. Now, black box beacon. Don't know what that means. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a lot of them.
Looks like all your friends moved
God.
downstairs.
Why abandon the gate? And the habitat? That's so strange. I don't like this at all.
I have a feeling that the ritual suicide and converting into the robots has the main thing to play about it. Now, I'm guessing that's a staircase is what this is, so... Level 1. There's no point of specific reference for anything, so it's kind of hard. Let's see. Oh, this is not good. Let's look at the guests here. We're looking for Catherine. Catherine Chan, I believe. Because that's the AI that we're working with. Well, alright, so Emma Alvaro, astrodynamics expert. Either they're alive, or they haven't been logged yet. January 1st, 2104. Emma Alvaro, presumed alive. Bass is dead. Catherine Chun, the AI, the human version of the AI, is missing. Not confirmed deceased, though. Kronstedt is dead. Damn. Davis is dead. Joaquin Defreen is dead. Sean Evans is dead. Rip Sean Evans, great show host. Shame. A lot of other people are dead. There's a lot of people. Komorebi, we know Komorebi is dead. So this is... Okay, so this is not updated because we saw Komorebi get killed over in... Not Komorebi, but her and her team over in the outpost. So this is holistically incomplete. So that's great. How do I... Squeeze me stress ball. Alright, we're going to take the stress ball with us. For only simply because I want to. I have no purpose in doing otherwise. Turn on the light. Okay. Now then. So we need to get the password... Blah, 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 blah. Or... the Dunbat. Thanks, Catherine. Aren't you a sweetheart opening the door for me? That looks terrifying. I don't want to go down there yet. This looks even more terrifying. Well, this seems to be the Dunbat that's been quarantined. Alright. No. That scared the hell out of me. That's okay. I think I'm at that point with my tiredness where, like, I'm not gonna get scared. I'm just gonna play the game. You know what I mean? Wow, this is such a weird looking habitat. Like, I always, whenever I look at these types of survival situations, especially with, like how they do the habitats, they never make it to where, like,
Why did they all leave this floor?
I don't get it either. It's like they all just cleared out.
Asshole. Scare the hell out of me. They never make it look homely. And I understand, like, oh, they're doing their best. But if I'm going to be honest with you, like, I've never seen a habitat in a space, like, sci-fi or, hell, anything that is like, oh, try to make homely, that ever looks homely. It always looks terrifying. Oh, it's Stonehenge. Nice. Skyscraper. Yeah, the most comforting thing you can see down here is going to be anything on the surface or something that was on the surface. Oh, fuck. Damn. That's existentially terrifying. Yeah. So it looks like my hypothesis was correct, but not the one I wanted to be correct. We are not
What's
human
so interesting
anymore.
downstairs? Just labs and offices.
Huh.
Maybe the shuttle station.
So we're all just AI.
Rather
So
not.
is there any humans left?
Got a bad feeling about this.
God. I got a pretty kitty on my lap right now. Nice. I'm looking for the fish with the lips. Can't find it though. I gotta say, bidets, I've never owned one, but I want one. I just wish they weren't so expensive. I feel like bidets are just like the superior option. Like, because I feel like you save a lot of money on the utilities for it and every.
Maybe they wanted to keep close to the shuttle station in case something went wrong.
You're really
No.
stuck on that one.
I'm just worried about my colleagues.
The problem is, what kind of sucks about this situation is it kind of changes my entire perspective on the game now. Human beings, of which we are not one. So now we know what happened. We know that at one point, damn, that's a scary ass thing to think about. I just heard something walk. That's fantastic. There was a time where the human version of ourselves walked into the clinic and we had a brain scan. Now, what I think is interesting is that the individual that went in there, so Simon Alpha, the main one, went into the doctor's appointment on the hope and the auspices that he's going to get his brain fixed because he was suffering major migraines and all these other things. His brain gets scanned. Now, the doctor, or the PhD candidate, it seems, went in and not only did a full brain scan, but saved the data. The data, whether maliciously or malevolently or benevolently, whichever one you want to choose, somehow ended up in a way that WoW could access it. WoW found the ability that we were a chip randomly stored away and put us in one of these units. So if you're curious what we actually look like, this is what we look like. We are not human. We are an imitation, at best. Consequently, that explains why we have no memories of anything except going into the doctor's office and so on. Most likely because our memory has been pruned. It would also explain why there's absolutely no memories from the time of the scan to when we woke up. Because the information, like Catherine was saying, whenever we unplug Catherine, it's just nothingness. It's blank, right? And then when you get plugged back in, you turn back on. So that explains why it was so jarring to us, was because, well, we were turned off. Our information was collected. It was put onto a data slate. It was put into hibernation, which is basically blackness or sleep. And then WoW was like, good morning. And then here we are. Anyways, hello. I was my favorite white-haired gay twink grandpappy. I may not be any of those, but I will say I'm doing good. I'm very tired, like I've been saying the entire stream, but you know, when you're really tired and your brain, like I have a minor headache, like and stuff like that, nothing is better than sci-fi mental thriller. Guy Conman. Don't like the fact that it's pneumatically sealed, but it is what it is. All right. Lacrimosa, huh? Wisconsin beets. Nice. Jaeger. Especially the gay twink part. You are all of this. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. Oh, what's this? Maser tool safety. Don't look into the emitter. Well, we don't. Well, actually, we do need to worry about that. Let's see. Electric hazard, microwave radiation, emitter and battery are hot. Don't look into it. So you've got, at least it's written in standard form. So you've got 2 points, positive and a negative. Or sorry, that's a switch. Interesting. Maser tool safety. Fuck you mean nuh-uh? I mean nuh-uh. I can't zoom in. I can't pick it up either. Nice. But we are dying. How are you doing, Spindle? Hopefully you're doing good. I saw the art you posted. I really liked it. It's always nice to see... What the hell is this? Dad with his 3 kids, poggers. That's probably Toronto. I don't know. What is Nadine Masters? No access. Maggie Komarebi. Nope. Brandon Wan. Brandon Wan. So then there's a Catherine Wan too. Or sorry, Chun. Oopsie daisy.
Hey, that's my room.
You want me
I
to
know.
bring something? A souvenir?
No, it's just memories.
I'm making a ref sheet right now. You're always going crazy with it. I'm really happy that you're doing so much. Like, it's really nice to see.
I seriously doubt you'll find anything useful in there.
Yep. It's good to see like artists not only doing cool stuff but doing it constantly.
Toby always breaks. He's top heavy, so he keeps falling over.
Be loud over there. Interesting. Oh, is this the arc? Yeah, it is. Well, yeah. So it's always nice seeing you just keep going. I always got to be doing art. True, but at the same time, like it's good to see
You
like
have to search
you're
my
going
room.
crazy as
We'll
well.
get by.
I'm only gonna play this game once, so.
You have a lot of toys.
Be Japanese? Maybe Chinese? I don't know. I don't want to appropriate culture.
Maybe we should move on.
Can you shut the fuck up? Oh, data pad. Art block isn't allowed near me. That's really good. Journal. All right. June 6th, 2103. So now we can start building a chronology with human versus AI. Imogen Reed tested a machine today. It was clearly corrupted by WoW, but more importantly, it was assembled in a seemingly primitive way, like someone had specifically created it for WoW to steal. When activated, the machine mimicked the room and Reed along with it. At some point, she was scanned and then loaded as a simulation inside the digital space. The presentation shocked Reed and was quickly terminated. It scares me how much it reminds me of my AR capsule. Damn. All right. June 14th. After dissecting the vivarium machine that Reed activated, it's clear that WoW copied my capsule project to construct the scene to hold the Reed simulation. It's actually very similar in its construction except for one point. Where my capsule houses flat people constructed from model neurographs, the vivarium's brain scan lives on. It isn't limited by its content. From the originating brain scan, Reed emerged. The Reed inside the vivarium was a perfect copy. That's terrifying. That's not very nice, Raz. Me. I don't know what I said, but if it was mean, I'm sorry. June 21st, a few days later. I have it. I can save humanity. I can build an artificial reality capsule that can hold every living member of Pathos 2. I can't figure out how it worked with the vivarium, but I can replicate WoW scanning technique using the pilot seats. They are already prepared with the type of electromagnetic drums needed. It was even easier than I thought, the day after. The pilot seats are already set to allow the distraction and high energy needed to capture the scan. I suspect WoW has been using the seat to steal scans from us for a while. I guess that explains the Mockingbirds. The WoW must have stolen scans from people using the pilot seat and used it as a basis for int in the machines. This is bullying. How dare you bully short people? Well, what? If you're short, I gotta bully you. It's the rule. It's the law. That's how it goes. It's all in good fun though. My life is already hard enough. Yeah, it's okay. Just ask me if you need the cereal off the top of the fridge. July 3rd. With a surprisingly positive reaction from the team, we now have officially started the ARC project. Okay, so this went wrong like just a year or two ago or a few years ago. We are to scan all the people we can find and load them into the capsule. Then we will launch it to space using the space gun. It's nice to think something will live on like that. Damn. Mark Sarang killed himself after his scan. He has been suggesting everyone should kill themselves as it would somehow allow them to actually get on the Ark. I'm not sure how that would work. It did trigger a lot of arguments among the staff, and apparently it's my fault somehow. Strohmeyer is not happy with me. Hope it will calm down. AR capsule. Notes. Richards gave me a set of AI templates I haven't seen before. Unfolded one of them to make a new friend for Capsule Catherine and her gang of legacies. New way to simulate turbulence makes the weather system so much better. Implemented Reed, didn't go well. New try with Reed. Reed won't play nice with the other. She is too real. So, at least we are not living in a simulation where we are restricted by everything, and here we are. My pretty kitty just licked my hand, and I don't know if I should feel loved or confused. You should feel loved, because that means your cat is saying hello. Now, if we discover a corpse, I won't be surprised. No corpse. Okay, so they had time to clean him up. Okay. All right. Vector box? I don't know. UH8. This is a very grainy photo of the red thing by the door. K is equal to 1 over V, which is equal to 1 natural 2 over T, which is equal to... Is that L? Natural parentheses alpha plus V over... Yeah, I don't know what that means. I don't know math. A function of T is equal to A plus B to the square of Vs. Then you simplify X to... Wait, no. X to A is equal to alpha? Yeah, I don't know what the hell this means. XT is equal to XO alpha plus... Huh. Cham Lab. I think this is them trying to figure out what the hell is going on here. I still got you quoted in my Discord bio. I don't remember if I even told you. I know. I see it. But if not, now... Oh, I know it was there. I clicked on your thing. I'm like, oh, God. I was like, I will keep it. Ooh, what's this? Oh, I love classified details. They always look like this. They always have this weird ass like thing on it that makes it very obvious that it's classified. Mark Sarong int analyst. Sorry. Mr. Sarong, the company is very pleased to hear about your success in making the WoW a station-wide presence. We trust you appreciate what a unique opportunity this and that you will do everything in your power to fully explore and understand this mystery. To do so, you need to ensure that Dr. Johan Ross is able to steer and study the WoW from Alpha without outside interference. In case of an emergency, you may direct Julia Dahl at Omicron to forcefully eliminate any opposition. But please make an effort to avoid extreme caution. Alright. The WoW is an important, costly affair, and we hope to follow a steady development without setbacks. And this was in 2102. So this was 3 years ago? It's going to stay forever? Excellent. Now, let's see. Is there any secrets hidden in the edges or anything? No. Yep. Haimatsu Board 5.5 approval. Damn. This is representing the fallen humanity after the comet crash. Let's see what's in here. Oh, I can move it with WASD. Nice. Figure 15 shows an orb. We're gonna ponder that. I like turn the page. Nope. Okay. Well. Nope. We've got a shiny, but we'll...
Did you know that the human body consists of up to 75 trillion individual cells? They typically don't stay with us till we die. Some live a few days, while others live a few years.
Yep, they're constantly regenerating.
By their short lifespans, as they're replaced by new cells, which help sustain our bodies. I don't think anyone would argue that we ever lose our persona due to this process. Yet we are clearly in
yeah, the human body problem, I think it's called.
Then how do we remain the same? A continuous flow of thought and perception keeps an unbroken chain of continuity that we know as our self. Our conscious mind is not the pattern of our brain, but a continuous emergent entity based on that pattern. When Dr. Chun populates the Ark, she is capturing a moment of our existence and placing it inside the digital world.
Yep.
Soon you and your digital you will grow apart due to diverging experiences, but for a tiny window, you are the very same.
Correct.
With unbroken continuity, it will live on. A fulfilling life, no doubt, no less real than the one from which it was plucked. Now remember, you are not your body. You are the emergent entity. That entity just happens to occupy.
Ah, okay, so
places once in a
Sarong.
while. If you took away your body, you would simply be the only one you can be. The you inside the ark.
Copium.
Let your body die and continue on in the digital paradise among the stars.
So, interesting problem with that, right? So, it's 7:35 on a Saturday, the regular crowd shuffles in, yeah. If, the problem with the idea that if you just remove the body and keep the mind, it's the same, is the problem that it ignores the premises that destroys, it ignores the defeaters. Because if you have, like this guy says, where all you need to do is lose your body, and if you make a copy of yourself, you're the same person. Because Sarong defines identity as a unbroken causal chain of perception and thought. That's what he says explicitly. The problem is that that's not identity. Identity is not merely your perception and how you feel and what you are. Identity is it's part of it, but it's not the whole. So what Sarong is doing is basically telling you, hey, you know, you are literally just the sum of your parts. You are just your continual causal chain of thoughts and emotions. You don't need your body. Just go and jump into the ark. And there are some people that seriously believe that. I think they're wrong on an academic level. But the thing is that, like, the reason why someone would believe that, the reason why that would be palpable and actually, like, very persuasive to someone is that it completely ignores the existential pain and stress and strife of saying, oh yeah, my body is dead. I do not exist in the corporeal realm. I only exist now in the digital realm. Like, it skirts around that, like, existential, like, problem. But in my opinion, it's just copium. Like, for example, the character we are now, we confirmed by looking in the mirror, which, by the way, was a very interesting moment, that we're a robot. We're not human. Do I ascribe myself the same value as, you know, Raz human? No, I'm different. Now, in terms of value, like, both are infinitely valuable. But the thing is that, like, me, the AI, doesn't have a soul. I'm literally just, like he says, you know, a causal chain of things. Not really anything else. Oh, yeah, here's this. Like, questions about the self. Who are you? What does it mean to be human? Does your body or your surroundings confine or define you? All very difficult ideas to approach without having your questions be invalidated by the practical or mystified by the spiritual-minded. Pavlina Martinu, professor of philosophy at Charles University of Prague, guides you through the history of great thinkers and what they have to say about identity. Yeah, nature identity. Yeah, that's basically what's going on. And the thing that's really interesting, and the reason why it's actually valuable to talk about, is that the way that you mentally make up identity and other things actually, in a lot of ways, determines how you view things in life. So understanding how you foundationally think about identity lets you to really understand yourself. Because if you believe that your identity is maintained, i.e. Raz human body is the same as Raz digital body, then that actually changes. Like, not everyone believes that. You know, there's many different ways of doing it. But, like, for example, me, there's a hard divide between real Raz and fake Raz. So Raz in the robot body and then Raz in the human body, right? Like, that is very separated. And that kind of gives you a key into a person's, like, individual thought process. It's actually really cool. Very boring for everyone, but I love it. So in my streams, fuck it. Dear friends, when you read this, I will have entered the ark. As I've explained, this is accomplished by seizing. Okay, great. I love people who can't type or write cursive well. Accomplished by ceasing to live on your scan, or as your scan is being completed. To not frighten Catherine, I will do this in secret by folding cyanide salts in the chewing gum and placing it in my mouth before seeing her. When I hear her announce completion, I will bite down, quickly causing my own demise. Well, at least it's fast. Very painful, but it works. When you discover the truth behind my death, no. Okay, I can't read. This person's cursive sucks. When you discover the truth behind my death, no, there's no tragedy to mourn, for I am victorious. I advise that you all do the same and join me inside the Ark. Sincerely, Mike Sarong. Yeah, very bold to assume that, like, everything will be fine just because you go into the Ark. Yeah, there's going to be some robot dude, i.e. me, that's going to do all the freaking work for it. Really annoying, by the way. But it is what it is. Going to... Oh, I don't want to go into Fishers yet. Going to this one. Alright, so it looks like this one was not a... Mood. Well, that's a fairly ominous way of killing yourself. Robin Bass was his name? Yeah, Robin Bass or Robin Bass, I don't know. Let's see here. Left a suicide note. Presumably suicide note. Although, ironically, there's no body. So, I'm looking forward to finding WoW's incarnation of him. Let's see here. I love how it played scary music and I was like, yeah. Oh, this is cool. Oh, I see. I see what's going on here. Am I fucking stuck? Okay, we're good. Okay. Move the chair. Alright. Anything in the drawers? I've actually had one of these, like, and these things here. They don't work. I got it for, like, $5 on Amazon. And, like, I got the one that, like, is variable, so it can go from, like, 5 to, like, 30 pounds. And I actually found that it didn't help, like, it was just like, it wasn't a scam product, but it was like, it didn't do anything. It was just like, it wasn't even a good fidget toy because it was just annoying. What's disturbing about this game is the amount of mental distress a professional scientist needs to go through to reach that conclusion. Oh, it's not professional, or sorry, it's not mental stress. It's more so the case that, because this is what happens. It didn't, I mean, no, it did increase grip strength, but like, it didn't like, it's kind of like, okay, I have a higher grip strength. What now? You know, it's like, what is the point of having this? But like, the reason why a lot of professional scientists come to those conclusions about it, and normal layman people go like, this is insane, this is crazy, is because these scientists tend to only hold themselves up and only talk about this stuff. That's one of the reasons why it can be very difficult to talk to people in fields of academia, because they're so used to talking about these extremely abstract and difficult concepts that even the most simplest of things can trip them up because they're so past that. Imagine explaining to someone why 1 + 1 = 2. Like, you just look at them and it's like, because it does. But then, like, then it's like, well, like, what if they really don't understand what you mean? Then you have to explain that math is actually just logic that's codified into numbers, right? You know, if you have one hand and you have a second hand, now one hand is 1 and the other hand is 1. What happens when you put them together? Oh, you have 2 hands. You know, stuff like that is very, like, very easy, not a hard thing at all. But whenever you're in these situations where you're with extremely high abstracta, you get into these extreme, how do I describe it? It's kind of like you have this, you have 2 boards or multiple boards in front of you, and everyone has an argument, okay? And you look at the arguments, and you look at the premises, and you look at the conclusions, and you look at the consequences of the actions, and you look at all this, and essentially what you do is you look at the situation, and you choose what you think, what you want to be the case. And that's exactly what happened with Sarong. He looked at it and said, I'm a human being. I'm about to die in this godforsaken place. I'm going to die. Not if. I am going to die in this awful, horrific underground area. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And what's going to happen is that I have a choice to decide about my life. And I can, technically speaking, survive in this realm through my copy as long as I lie to myself and say that I am the same person inside the Ark as I am IRL. And it drove him to suicide, you know? And it isn't just that mental distress. It's also everything else that goes around it, and it's insane. Also, thank you, Son, for the hydrate, and thank you for lurking. Have a good one. And it's one of the reasons why I like these games a lot, because, you know, it isn't just about the philosophy and stuff like that that goes into it, because I just like reading. But it goes into the nature of what it means to be human, what it means to think, what it means to know, what it means to understand, what it means to endure through horrific circumstances and your choices because of it. What was I just talking about? We're all dying anyway. Not a matter of if, only when. I'm all in. I put my faith in Sarong in the continuity. That's exactly what happened. He's sitting there and going, I'm going to die under the ocean, and there's nothing I can do. I could go to the surface, and the moment I go to the surface, I will die, because there is nothing for me there. The rest of humanity is going to slowly trickle away and die out, and my only hope of survival, not a corporeal survival, i.e. with the body, but in terms of living on in any sense of the word, is by going into this AI. That is exactly what is typed into this statement, which is what I really appreciate about philosophy and things that, like, you know, that since I'm boring and I like that stuff, that I can explain, like, this is kind of the stuff surrounding it. So, like, even if you don't care, it's like, oh, I have context, right? It isn't just some cringe thing. You know, Hi, Rai. It isn't just some cringe thing where it's like, oh, blah, 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 we're dying anyway. No, it's like, this is a legitimate thing that has happened. Like, there have been many philosophers and a lot of scientists that have... Wrong button. That have gone through these types... Oh, it's the light. That have gone through these types of arguments and thought processes with themselves. And it's pretty scary. Finally, not late. Darn right. Now, here's what's interesting.
What the hell are you doing?
I was
I know
fisting
it
one
looks
of them.
bad, but it makes me feel a lot better. Helps me focus.
That's... I mean, that's the WoW you're hooking up to.
I need it, okay? I wouldn't have made it this far without it.
Let's just keep going.
I bet there's an achievement for not using a single one of those the entire time. But that actually kind of releases a very interesting, like, situation. Great, it's back. Where, Simon says, oh, hey, Simon says, nice. Simon says, hey, I need it. It's something I want. So there's, like, a natural inclination in the coding or his, like, mental, like, phenomena that's, like, causing him to want to go and, like, seek after it. That looks appealing. Darn right. I'm still looking for that fish, by the way. Okay. So, that's one side. Now it's time to go to the other. Well, not necessarily the other, but go down the other paths. There is technically a second one that I haven't gone through, but we'll see. It is what it is. Now, unfortunately, Big Boy is still here. Or the teleporty boy is still here. Which I imagine is probably Catherine. I'm gonna be real. It's probably Catherine. Who knows? Oh, like we're safe. Question mark.
This is where I did my scan. And all the others, I suppose.
You don't remember?
My scan was the first. Had to test the scanner before I could start making promises.
Damn. The only question that I really have regarding this entire situation is, where the hell did they get Simon's brain chip? And why did a random dude from Toronto have his chip pulled, you know? Get the data buffer.
Strasky, come in. I need help in the lab, the scan room.
What happened?
Conrad killed himself after the scan.
Jesus, how?
Naser tool. What should I do?
I'm gonna need to tell Strohmeyer.
No, please. I'm so close. Strohmeyer's gonna shut down the ARC project. It's not my fault people keep killing themselves.
Catherine, what are you gonna do? It's not like you can sneak a 300-pound body out of the lab.
300?
I know.
Catherine, are you okay?
Bro,
Not
he just
even
killed
close.
himself. What do you mean, are you okay? Obviously not. I always found it so hilarious that people will ask, like, are you okay, when people are clearly not okay? Like, you think they're gonna lie for your sake? Like, if I break my leg, and like you can clearly see like my leg is broken, and you ask me, "Are you okay?" I'm gonna hit you with, "Yeah, I'm just fine. I'll walk it off." Like that's kind of just like how I look at it. I know it's like, oh, pretentious, you're dick rasp, but like, let's be real. Anyway, that's heavy. Yeah, it's like absolutely, completely, and totally just bulked to the tits with the amount of just steroid. He's just down there lifting weights. Please reset the router in the sub-level vault or contact maintenance. Router sub-level, gotcha. I can't connect to the mainframe. What? What, Cat? What, Byron? Lord Byron is being interesting as usual. So you have a brain, and then you put it in there, and then that goes into the fishy fish, and then that goes into the... I don't know what this means. Research cartography mainly. Okay, well.
Ah, I see.
What?
Check the terminal. I just want to make sure.
Nanami composition, compressed Nakajima neurograph, continuous time 21 milliseconds, okay. Nakajima Shin, subject Nanami female, 1997. Oh, hell. I think we're gonna get our answers here. I think Simon was one of the very first patients in the entire WoW program. That's what my... Because here, death? Really? That's... Geez, young. 21 plus 3, 20... 24, 25, my math is right. Wait, captured 2014. They did a neurograph. Berg. Compressed Nakashima. 2015. Wait. Wasn't the name of our guy not Simon? Or was it David? No, wait, no. David Munshi is the doctor that took the scan. That's why he's familiar. 1984. 2069. Canadian. What are there all... Is all the nationalities Canada? No, Japanese, Canadian. He lived a long life.
David Munshi. How did this... What is this?
I think that's us, Jarrett. I think that's... Oh, this is actually, like... This is kind of like getting test results back for, like, a screening. Like, this is terrifying. 2015 is when it was captured by Paul Berg. Subject was David Munshi. Male. October 4th, 1980. Man, he lived a long life. 98 years. Holy moly. And then this is us. I think Simon Jarrett is our full name.
Kath, what is this? Why do you have a file of me?
You are one of Dr. Munshi's templates.
That's what I thought.
A legacy scan.
Wow. He didn't even make it after the... He didn't even make it far after the scan either. Ah. He took his meds. He went into... Well, he took the contrast fluid, rather. Went into the scan, got his brain scanned and uploaded as a legacy scan by Professor Munshi, probably doctor now. Well, he's dead anyway, but... Our human body was Simon Jarrett, born July 16th, 1988. So at time of death, he was 15, 10, 27. Jesus, 27? Wait, no, that's not right. Right? I can't count. 15. Wait. Yeah, 20. I don't know. 27. There. I don't know if that's right. Damn, he's young. Damn, he's young. Well, he was young. He's dead. Oh, shit. Post-scan, roadmap, and then...
Okay, that's it.
Wow, that was fun.
That's a relief. Still figuring this out, so...
It was freaky. So many lights. What do we do now?
Paul and I are gonna run tests for a week or so, and then we'll work out a roadmap to your recovery.
Well, I feel excited. Can't wait to get back to the living.
Now, here's something that I'm curious about. Was it his condition that killed him, or was it complications from this entire process that killed him? Because he went in for the scan on May 1st or May 2nd, and then he passed on June 2nd or whatever.
We've worked everything out. Everything is legal. Vouched for by Dr. Peak and Professor Way.
Oh, that's great news.
No big change in medication. You'll be taking an aspirin every morning, but that's about it. Paul worked out a diet with some variations you should try out. You can continue doing physical therapy. Also, there's some extra cardio training every other day.
Okay, getting complicated.
Don't worry, it's really not. We're going to keep an eye on you every week, so we'll be able to adjust the plan if needed.
See, here's the thing. So on May 20th, he gets a positive roadmap where he's cleared to do physical activity, mental, psychological, etc. Then, not even a month later, like 2-3 weeks, he's dead.
The model was sound. It should have worked.
It's not your fault, David.
I really wish things had turned out differently.
Yeah, me too.
I was supposed to save you.
Hey, you got my brain on file. Maybe you can put it to some
Oh,
use.
you assented to it? You
Who
moron.
knows?
You moron.
with that?
You assented
Using
to
it
it?
for my research?
You
Sure.
fucking moron.
It's like a part of me lives on or something. Like a donated organ. You know what sucks about dying?
What?
The crash. Everything up till now. The brain damage. You guys, everything. Has made my life so much more real. I started thinking about all the things I was going to do. I'd never been more excited to be alive. All that hope. Wasted.
Well, now we know that we weren't plucked away. He gave verbal, clear, expressed consent to it. Thanks, Simon. You're a dick. Okay. Anyway.
Okay, that's it.
What's a legacy scan?
They're historic templates for AI construction. Any self-respecting engineer wouldn't use legacies anymore, but they're great for learning. They come with every development kit.
So, my brain scan turned into a template for artificial intelligence.
You should be proud.
So much for that mystery. No magic or time travel needed. I was here all along, waiting for someone to shove a picture of my brain into a suit and hit the power button.
That's a surreal realization there. Fuck. Just imagine boobs. Where? Just imagine, like, your person is gone. Then almost autocorrected to books. This is a say-so stream? Oh my god. No, I'm kidding. But, like, isn't that nuts? That we can just, like now we're kind of entering that realm where we can actually get to some semblance of that.
Welcome
Also,
to my place.
Simon has taken it really
When I
well.
started the art project, I pretty much lived in this lab.
Cozy.
Let's see if we can fix this. Sub-level, I'm guessing, for the router. Yep. Nice. Damn. You gotta connect to the mainframe. I do love this lighting, though.
This is where I would store the ARC scans.
Are they similar to my legacy file?
No, yours is flatter, if that makes sense, less dynamic.
Thanks. That makes me feel much better.
Yeah, what does that? Oh, that's not good.
Broken.
Oh, that's not good. Wait, why would the WoW interact and interfere with this if... Huh? No, that's... Okay, that doesn't make any sense. Why? Okay, because the whole express purpose of the WoW is to protect humanity. Wait. Has it segregated humanity versus artificial intelligence? And it sees artificial intelligence as not human, therefore it destroys it? Is that the reason? Oh, that would explain why the guy with the brain thing is running around trying to kill us, because he's identified us as a threat. Because if we're artificial intelligence, we're trying to launch the Ark. Therefore, we're trying to kill humanity because we're not trying to save humanity. We're trying to escape from humanity. Interesting, if that's true. Also, thank you for the Hydra. Also, welcome in, Marie. How are you doing? Kind of crazy that Simon Jarrett, our human counterpart, decided that it would be a good idea to become a template for free, by the way, for free, before he died. Sag. I feel like if I was dying and someone's like, hey, Raz, you're about to die, but you can do something for science. I'm like, make a massive, massive trust fund that benefits, well, my friends. A bit dizzy, but doing all right. How are you? I'm doing good. I am dizzy in the philosophical sense. My brain is all over the place. We just figured out some pretty cool stuff. And honestly, like, it reminds me just how much I love games like these, because it lets me kind of flex in a sense, like the stuff I've read about in philosophy and actually interacted with. But, you know, actually interacting with it in a practical way is so much more beneficial and better in the long run. Because then it isn't just like, oh, well, we're going to discuss about the innate problem with identity in the ship of Theseus and all that. And it's like, that's fine and all, but like, that's not really fun. But if you put it in a game form, it's like, beautiful. But yeah, hopefully you're not dizzy because you've been like working too hard. I know that a lot, like everyone I know is just like working their butts off.
Simon, the last report filed by the staff mentioned struggling with something called a proxy. The proxy we killed was blind, just like Akers, but it listens. Careful, we spotted 2 more by the infirmary.
What do they look like?
Not sure. It seems to be human enough to pass for a crew member at a distance. Tall, dark, and ultimately faceless seems to be what to look out for.
Keep my eyes open.
The WoW, okay. You are probably thirsty then. Its goal is to perverse humanity, no other instruction or guidance. I haven't seen anything that would, like, indicate that, but perverse humanity. I mean, it's express. Oh, preserve. Oh, I thought you said perverse, and I'm like, sorry, I can't. Oh no, you did say. Oh, sorry. I thought I misread it, and you were like, no, I said preserve. Yeah, because it's like, it like that kind of reminds me of like Horizon Zero Dawn. So spoilers for that game if you haven't played. But like, there's a thing called Gaia, and basically it went wild because the express program it was given was to preserve Earth. But the problem was is they didn't give like a privileging setting for humanity, so it was like, oh, humans are bad, so they killed them. Wow. No idea why I'm dizzy. It's like, I get that. Actually, I'm gonna hydrate too. Doubly so. Although I gotta say, from the beginning of the stream, I was just dying from how tired I was. But now here I am. I'm like excited, talking about philosophy, listening to seemingly a woman screaming. Fun stuff, gotta love it. Okay, in we go, in we go. Now, I can't tell if it's male or female. Guess would be female. Let's see what's down here. Headpad, thank you. I need the headpad. Functional, 11.2 psi, 6 Celsius, 60% RH factor, carbon dioxide processor, gas mix, water. Okay, so these are our life preservation units. Wait a second. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. I'm a robot. I don't have feelings. Sue me. Okay, rip. So it looks like another person got locked into the WoW. Something else is here. Back for a while I wait for roadblock. You have no idea how bad that sentence is, son. You have no idea. Like, that is probably the worst sentence I've ever had typed in my Twitch chat. What do you even... I don't care. Oh, so there's lesser version. You know, there was a massive study that came out that showed that, like, Roblox is like a den for very specific activity because of the demographic of people. And the FBI and a few other agencies are like, yeah, this is, like, pretty bad. And, like, only now are they finally getting sued for it. And I'm like, took them about, you know, about time, you know? Like, holy moly. It was a misinput. Calm down. It's okay. I know. It's just, like, hella sus. You are alive. Interesting. Now, what's funny is that they have been preserved for years, it seems. But they probably have no... I found the mainframe. Now, where's the router, as I've heard some friends call it. I remember one time someone was like, hey, my internet's telling me I need to reset the router. And for a solid 10 minutes, I had no idea what the hell he was talking about. I was like, the router? Like, are you talking about your GPS? Like, are you lost? Like, do you need help? And it doesn't help that he was also very drunk. But after 10 minutes, I'm like, okay, what do you need the router to do? Like, what is holding you back? He's like, I want to watch a documentary. And I'm like, oh, your Wi-Fi router. So anyway, I had him turn it off and turn it back on and it fixed it. What was funny is I panicked and took 3 times to spell. True fear is genuine, right? So we've got 3 ways to go. Hopefully this door can be opened. But yeah, I feel like, you know, there was a post I saw a very long time ago that was like, hey, you have like an aura with computers, right? Like there are some people who are just naturally gifted at figuring stuff out. And then other people are like literally like just absolutely brain dead and horrible. Raz works for an ISB department. No, I'm just the free tech support. Because people have the brain of a freaking mucus. I talk to him, but I grabbed my mic because it's just like there's so many people that just don't get it. Whee! 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 It's like a sleeper phrase. It's like I was like, what is whee? Whee? I mean, I get it now, but it's like at the same time, it's like I need to reset the mainframe. Is there like a... Wait, did I need to pick up my Omni tool? And that's why I can't reset it? Because I don't have Catherine with me? No, because then we wouldn't have been able to do anything because we need... Okay. Hold on. Oh, wait. Is there more back here and I just didn't see it? Hi. Bye-bye. Oh, I'm just an idiot. Facepalm. Okay. Wait, what if I... With the steel chair! Hit him with the steel chair! Whoa! It had good pathing. Gina and I'm fine. It's okay. We're good. Oh, you've got to be. That was close. Mitzi is aggressively head bonking me. Well, it's probably Mitzi like, hey, I can see you're dizzy. Are you okay? Don't die. Don't die now. Okay. So we've got termite mound with legs over there. Let's just run them through a little ringer here. Go from there. But no, I mean, I don't really mind being the printer priest or the Wi-Fi priest or the server priest or anything like that. It's just like, I get it, but like, people find the most like unimaginably genius ways to break things. Like, I remember for some reason there was this person who basically, quite literally, are you fucking kidding me? Will you? Like, I remember there was a guy who, God, this pissed me off when I figured out what happened. There was a guy who got onto the computer that ran the server for the entire place. And he, for whatever fucking reason, decided that he was going to mess around with some of the settings in there. And he didn't write down what he did. I spent, like, at least 2 days trying to figure out what the fuck happened. And he changed... He changed the port in the server. So I won't explain all the details, but basically what happened was that it was like 2 numbers were changed, and that's what happened. And it took me 2 days to figure out what was going on because it wasn't like, I had no idea about servers. I was learning it the entire time. It's insane. And like, I just, every time there's like a tech issue, they're like, hey Raz, can you help? And I'm like, I'm not getting paid extra for this. Like, I don't really want to. I just say no now. I'm just like, no, figure it out. Or pay me. I don't. I'm done. I've had my time with charity. It is kind of funny though, because they're like, hey Raz, like if you want to, you could just go into IT, and I'm like, no. I do IT because I want to do my job. I don't do IT because I like IT. I do it because idiots mess with things that they shouldn't be messing with, and then the only person that can fix it is me, because everyone else is just. Anyway, rant over. Let's go and check the mainframe, double check everything is fine. Okay, cool. Marie walks on top of a stage standing before hundreds of people. She wears a very nice press dress suit as she stands on 2 stepping stools. She taps the mic to check for audio. Feedbacks gently as the people silently and eagerly await her words. Her lips part and you can see her inhale, and then in a fraction of a second she utters one word. Single word. Whee! And in unison her people, no, her fans shout, whee, whee, whee. Exactly. Nah, Mitzi's aggressive with everything. When I do feel sick and accidentally leave a limb sticking out of the rest of my body, she starts launching her teeth at it multiple times and bruising, possibly. What a little minx. I'm sorry to hear that. This is another instance where, like, I am so grateful for Lord Byron, because whenever, like, even when he was a very little kitten, whenever we would play fight, he has never, ever drawn blood. He has never, bit me so hard to leave a bruise or scratch the skin. I mean, he bites, a little hard, but he always, even since he was a kitten, always had bite inhibition. And, he doesn't bite my feet. Although I will say, like, if I like put my hand under the covers and like move it around, he will pounce it. And that has led to some very specific circumstances where I had my hand, unfortunately, in other places, resulting in some very extreme pain for me. But he was so cute, I forgave him anyways. But his cat sounds like an anti-aircraft battery. But I think it's also because Mitzi just, like, really loves you. So it's like, it makes sense. Like, it's like cuteness aggression, but for you. You know what I mean? Like, Mitzi is the most aggressive cat I have ever had. I say this as she is currently attacking my back. Yeah, she's like, hey, play with me. Play with me. Hey. Boo. You scared me. Hi, Spine. How about you? I should have closed the door.
Hey, Lou.
You better turn around or I'll... Tired? I feel that. Have a good one. Oh, fuck. You can open doors. Fine. Not gonna lie, that's like the most appropriate oh god situation I've been in recently. Anyway, we're gonna wait for him to turn around. Wait, no, I don't even want to tempt the thought into my mind. Bad son, bad son. Tired as that. Yeah, I feel that. I literally, Razit looks just like you. Honestly, this is how I was before stream. Like, I've said it before. Wait, did I say it? Yeah, like, the temperature change, it's colder now. I'm more tired for some reason. And I'm just like... And what do? I get on my computer and I talk about philosophy and I play a game. And I stream. I got it figured out, not gonna lie. Marie says, when I give her attention, my arm throwing the toy is 10 times more biteable than the toy, and all pets end with bites. What a little munchkin. What a little devilish minx munchkin. I thought I was supposed to be in here, but I don't think... well, I need to get back up, but the damn staircase is not there. This is Raz before chat. Wait, I love that. Hold on. I want to tab out and look at I mean, I'm very much like a don't give a F type of guy with stuff. Like, it's kind of weird, but like, as time goes on and as I experience more things, like, you start to realize there's really only a few things you should really care about. Like, and everything else you can kind of ignore, and you can kind of just stop caring and giving a single care about. And frankly, if I'm being completely honest with you, like, the list gets shorter and shorter by the years. But with tiredness, it's the only thing that I've, like, not really like perfectly figured out yet. Oh, I'm back up. Like, I've learned that like the best way to just deal with being tired is to do things that you actually want to do, but you just have to push yourself. Like, I wanted to go to sleep so badly before stream. I was like, I'm tired, I want to go to sleep, but I was like, but stream, and I want to do stream, so I did stream, and I'm here, and I'm glad I'm doing stream. By the way, update on the sleeping like more during the week. I've been sleeping like
Good job, Simon.
Thank you.
I'm not going down there again.
I've been getting like 4 to 6 hours a night, typically. But it is nice like going to sleep at a respectable time. Like, I would like to go to sleep earlier, but I don't know if any other people can relate.
On the computer. What did you use it for?
Sorry, dialogue.
It's a template that has an intelligence pathwork already etched into the base. So, if I wanted to build an AI, I wouldn't have to reinvent a whole model. I would be able to focus on the things that the AI is to be used for.
Oh,
Is
hell.
every AI self-aware? Do they also think they're Simon?
That's what I was thinking,
no,
too.
Simon, don't worry. It's not like we just put people into robots and machinery. I was thinking, with all the people scanned for the Ark, someone must have had access to the Dunbat. If you find a scan of someone who knew the security cipher, maybe we can extract it somehow.
So I gotta go back down there
What exactly
and get
am
the
I
guy.
looking for?
Look for the large racks of data chips in the storage next to my lab. Should be plenty to choose from.
Okay. But yeah, no, I mean, it was Marie's idea, because Marie was like, hey, like, I know you, like, typically, like, go to sleep at the last possible moment during the week. Why not, like, do that on the weekend instead of the week, and that'll increase, like, your health and all that stuff? And I'm like, well, she didn't say, like, it would increase my health, but, like, it was, like, implied. And I was like, damn, you right. So I'm trying that out. But, you know, getting 4 to 6 is much nicer. Getting 4 sucks. But it is what it is. I think as time goes on and as I change circumstances and things, maybe I'll get more. I don't know. But, yeah, no, like, I'm always tired. Like, I just, like, one day I woke up, and from that day forward, I have just been always tired, no matter what. Even when I'm excited, I'm just exhausted mentally and, well, not really mentally, just, like, you can feel it in your eyes when it's really bad, but otherwise it's just like, you know, like I feel like I'm permanently at 90%, you know what I mean? And I don't know if it's an age thing, I don't know if it's like something's wrong with me, I don't know, blah, blah, blah. All I know is that I gotta work with what I got. Maybe my ADHD is finally showing its ugly fangs and about to bite me, who knows? Also, I'm limping. I'm limping, but I am amazing. But it is kind of crazy, though, that, like, you know, speaking of, like, how much we love our pets and stuff, like, once I got Lord Byron, like, my quality of life has improved, like, insanely. Like, I wasn't terrible before, but I did feel like... hell.
So,
What?
you're not worried that there are other Simons or Catherines running around out there?
Now I am. Geez, Simon, some thoughts are better left alone.
Well, I'm the better one. Anyway, need to grab the ones from the lab. Here. Like, Lord Byron, like, is definitely... It's nice to have something to, like, live for, you know? Like, and I'm not saying that in, like, a weird, like, oh, God, I don't know. No, I mean that in the sense of, like, having responsibilities that, like, are singularly pressed onto you. Like, his survival is literally dependent upon whether or not I feed him, whether I buy him food, whether I buy him toys and stuff. Like, it's all up to me. And just having that, like, an actual responsibility I want as opposed to one that's just randomly thrust onto me because of life or whatever other thing, it's really nice, actually. Same thing with stream, right? Like, you know, streaming is, like, it's technically...
You should really look for a scan. Check the storage.
I am. You know, it's not really a responsibility. It's something I want to do. But in order to be, like, a consistent streamer, I have to be responsible and make sure I have time, right? And stuff like that is really fascinating to me. Because it really does make your life better. You know, people tell you, oh, hey, you know, if you just, like, do things, like, with other people, you know, that will... you know, improve your life. And it's like, it's true, 100%. But, you know, it's really important about the manner of which it's done. Like, if I were to get a dog, for example, I feel like that would be a lot less up my alley. Because I've had a family dog before, but, like, I've never had, like, my own, like, pet, right? And... now that I actually do have my own pet and it's a cat, like, it's so wonderful because, like, I do my best to make sure he's not bored or anything like that. But at the exact same time, like, he's so low maintenance, right? Like, he literally is a cuddle bug. Like, in the most genuine sense, that's all he is. Like, right now, he's sitting on my like, the little, like, window balcony I have next to me. And he's laying there. He's asleep. He's completely knocked out. Like, that is the type of energy that literally is me. I mean, I'm not trying to say that, like, I'm super lazy. Well, I am lazy, but that's because I don't like doing things because, I don't know. I only like doing things I have to, you know what I mean? Like, I hate doing frivolous things that don't really matter. I like doing things that... What the hell is that pushing out of... Bruh. Wait, did I clip that? Wait. Wait. Hold on. I want no, I'm wait, no, that was me. Yeah, because I was like, I said, bro, that's cool. That's a sound effect. What an interesting sound bite. Anyway, we need to find one that works. Why are they all broken? A singular one.
Memory chip. If we're lucky, we might be able to extract the cipher from it.
Insert a scanner. The thing you just uploaded, Marie. Wait, was it you? Makes me, like, go crazy. Yeah, it was you. Bruh. Oh, yeah, I remember. You were doing a language stream and you were talking about, like, trilling or whatever, and you were, like, trying to do, like, rolling your R's, and then you said, bruh. And I was like, haha, this is funny. I don't know if that's what it is.
There should be a list of people. See if there's anyone who could know a security cipher.
This morning? Wait. I'm tabbed out. Hold on. I don't care about the game anymore. I need to solve this mystery. Marie Edmonds uploaded bruh.
But yeah. Yep. Bruh. Stuff like that, right? But yeah. Yep.
I just see my chat. Marie says, "Brrr."
Bruh.
There you go. That's the soundbite for today.
Stuff like that, right? But yeah. Yep. Brrr.
Got it. Easily leave that alike. Easily. I know I clipped that too because I made sure that it was loopable. Oh, that's so good. Well done, Marie. Brrr. I still can't roll my R's. I kind of can. Is that like I'm embarrassed? Hazukashina. I remember, yeah, I was sitting there and I was like, she has no idea that she sounds hilarious right now. She has no, right now, this very moment, when she was doing that, she made other, sounds too, because she was, very professional, okay, when you're talking, there's the front vowels, back vowels, there's, it was something trill. I don't remember it because my brain is small. But, oh, wait, did I just roll my R's? Let's go. Brost or something like that. When you roll your R's and so on and so forth. That's a very particular thing. And I think it was a... Raz, you have a brain steel trap. Open up the file. Second page. Third paragraph. There it is. And it says that someone redeemed a linguistics fact and you were telling us about that. Sorry. Welcome to ADHD and my hella... Yeah, welcome to Detours with Raz. Anyway, we're here. Oh, also, hi, Freya. If you were here before and I didn't notice, I'm sorry. I am just that stupid. If not, then hi, welcome in. Tries to roll R's. Yeah, whenever... The next time I get into a fist fight, I will make sure to say ora so that they get, cringe damage. So that if I win, which would be very, very cash money, they can be like, bro, this weeaboo, man, he just came out and he just beat the shit out of me. And he was saying ora, and I have no idea what that means. You know? Killed himself because of continuity? Strohmeyer is really mad, has Titan Security ARC project on hold. Okay. Wait, we need to update the guy that has the... I love these notes. Said she'd help out delivering the ARC. Killed himself because of continuity. Wait, who did the log? Oh, Catherine. Catherine says, Delta refugee, construct wrangler. He's working for Strohmeyer now. Robin base. Another fucking continuity suicide. Strohmeyer locked me out of my lab again. Maggie Komorebi. Hong Kong Chinese. We look so much alike. In a different life, I'm sure we'd be best friends. Wolshek, Heather. She helped me cut the wavelength from the helmet. If anything, it should make the post-scanner hangover less severe. Strohmeyer, or Peter Strasky. Strasky was cheerful and funny as always. North Englander. Silesian Polish. District of Columbia American? I don't know. Sichuan. Well, no, that's sick. I don't know. I can't speak Korean. Okay. Peter, Canadian. Said she'd help construct the ARC, but not to carry 5. Well, let's just upload all of them, I guess. I don't know. I mean, making weird noises was something I had to do for class assignments in groups, so I got used to it. I just make weird noises. I actually tune it back a lot.
We need someone from Theta Security Group.
Theta Security. I'll just go down the line. I don't really make weird noises IRL. It's just if I'm sitting by myself and I'm I'm about to
work either. Look for security people like Kronstadt or Strohmeyer.
Thanks for telling me. Well, there is no Kronstadt or Strohmeyer. What about Strasky? I don't know. I don't make weird crazy noises. I'm just ah! Yeah.
No,
just
I don't think so. Strohmeyer recruited people from the evacuated sites. They should also know the cipher, if you can find one of them.
Would that be Komorebi, then? Since Komorebi was the one that kind of went in and got that? Let's see. I love we're just uploading their AI.
Okay, try actually reading the info and then pick one.
Fuck you. Okay, But they don't have any information. What the hell? Voiced implosives are basically just choking. Yeah, I remember you tried doing it, and I think the best attempt was You saw their rooms, remember? Oh, that's so right. No one. You know, I could just go up in the line and just go from there. How about Brandon Wan? Said it was a construct wrangler, so.
Very promising. I'll just load him up and get the simulator going.
Thank God there's like an option for stupid people like
There
me,
we
because
are.
my brain was like,
What
what
are
if
we
we can
doing
only do
exactly?
one?
We're gonna have a talk with Mr. Wan. Use the computer to activate the simulation.
This is kind of nightmare fuel. Like, everyone wants to talk to their, like, recently departed, or not recently, but just departed loved ones and family members and so on. But, like, when you think about actually doing it, isn't that, like, a terrifying thing? It's like, imagine someone who died, you know, in this case, Brandon Wan, and then we're just like, hey, man, I need to get in this room. Do you remember the cipher? Like, do you know how, like, first of all, crazy if that were to happen, but, like, this is insane. Stress level?
That wasn't so bad. Strohmeyer really got me worked up, bastard. What? What happened? Where did everyone go?
Take it easy, Mr. Wan.
Chun? What happened? I can't see anything. There's nothing here.
It's okay. It's all a part of the scan.
No, that's a lie. You're lying.
Okay, calm down, Mr. Wan.
No.
That's gonna make his heart rate go higher.
Why
Yep,
are you
that made it
doing this
worse.
to me? I trusted you, Chun. I trusted you.
Did we just bring that guy to life? I mean, he's a perfect scan, meant for the Ark. He's the real deal. And we turned him off. Took it all away again.
I really thought that was gonna work. Maybe we can try again.
It's so because it's like, when people are freaking the fuck out, don't tell them to calm down, because then they become acutely aware of what's going on, which is exactly what you don't want them to do, right? Imagine being in the great deep sleep and someone waking you up just to ask for your Wi-Fi password. You know what's funny is that if someone actually did that, like, my Wi-Fi password is baseball, okay? So if someone came into my room and I'm laying in my bed and I'm just like knocked out, nothing going on, and I get tapped on my shoulder, my metaphorical shoulder, it's like, hey Raz, huh? What's your Wi-Fi password? Baseball. And then someone just smacks the hell out of me and I go back to sleep. That's exactly what's going on. Hey, what's the cipher? We'll give it one more shot.
That wasn't so bad. Strohmeyer really got me worked up, bastard.
Oh, I don't like this. We're gonna have to keep going till we succeed.
What happened? Where did everyone
Just
go?
be honest with him.
Mr. Wan.
Chun? What happened? I can't see anything. There's
Hold on,
nothing
I'll
here.
explain it to you very
There's
shortly.
no need to worry.
That's a lie. Don't do that.
No, that's a lie. You're lying.
Tell
Mr.
him the
Wan, I
truth.
need you to stay calm.
Good God.
No. Well,
Lie by
why
omission.
are you doing this to me? I trusted you, Chun. I trusted you.
Can I
This
do the
setup won't
talking?
work. We need something else.
Go in. Be like, hey, I'll explain everything to you. Let's get through here. Also, congrats, Cal. I saw. Congratulations. I'm doing good. I'm currently getting my brain screwed because we're talking to an AI.
That wasn't so bad. Strohmeyer really got me worked up, bastard. What? What happened? Where did everyone go?
Hold on,
Don't
let me
be
explain the
afraid.
details.
Chun? What happened? I can't see anything.
This is why you don't let scientists do interrogations.
It's all a part of the scan.
You need someone
That's a lie.
who can read the person
Don't
and
get
tell them
upset,
what they
Mr.
need to
Wan.
hear.
No. Well, why are you doing this to me?
Hey, Afreya.
I trusted
Oh, I
you,
love
Chun.
that,
I
actually.
trusted you.
Simon, we need something new to work with.
What do you mean, we? You're the one that keeps freaking him out. Screw it, we'll do it one more time. Forensic linguistics for the win. Exactly.
Strohmeyer really got me worked up, bastard.
Come on. You need to get his trust.
What happened? Where did everyone go?
Mr. Wan.
I'll explain the situation
What happened? I can't see anything.
and then tell him the truth.
There's nothing here.
Don't worry, Mr. Wan. It'll all get better.
No, that's a lie. You're lying.
Okay, calm down, Mr. Wan.
No. Well, why are you doing this to me? I trusted you, Chun. I trusted you.
Can't keep trying the same thing over and over.
I know, Catherine. That's why I keep telling you. Okay. Hold on. Can I put like a pacifier thing? Wait. Is there like an environment module thing I can do? Hold on. Oh. Oh. So instead of telling him the truth, we're just gonna put him in the Bahamas. Okay. That sounds good to me. Raz.exe is crashed. Darn right. You get food and water after stream. I ate half my dinner. I still have the other half. It's gonna be cold, but I don't care. Slot 1 chip. Jamaica. Aruka. Try the beach. Let's go to the beach. Beach.
So bad?
Where?
Stromar really got me worked up, bastard.
I wanna go. Da, 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 da.
How did I get
I
here?
wanna go.
Mr. Wan, I need your help.
Dr. Chun, is that you? What happened? What is this place?
Everything's fine. Theta needs your help. We need the new security cipher.
Dr. Chun? I hear your voice, but there's no one here. There's no one here. It's empty. It's too empty. There's something really wrong with this place. It's not real. This isn't real. I have to get out of here.
You know what's funny is that actually brings up a really interesting thing.
Can we just keep him alive until we've got the cipher?
The longer he's exposed to the computer model, the more he'll get hung up on it.
So, what's wrong with letting him settle in a little?
It would drive him insane. So let's keep the session short and the suffering to a minimum.
Yeah, because the big thing with AI is like, you know, let's get past theoretical. Let's just be like, okay, frog in my throat. You have a human being that's been transported into an AI realm, and then you turn them on. And they start freaking the hell out because they realize very quickly that they are not human and that they're in a simulation. And then their brain can't handle it. You can't fix that. It's like telling someone with a shell shock to walk it off, you know? The protagonist is killing someone as conscious as their self every time the simulation is. Yep. You know, because in the AI realm, turning something off is the same as killing it. So, do not worry about the relativity of consequences, Comrade Cal. You should always worry about consequences, because they're a pretty good indicator of what's going on.
That wasn't so bad. Stromar really got me worked up, bastard. What is this? Where am I?
Take a deep breath, Mr. Wan. Everything is fine.
Dr. Chun? What the hell is this place?
The ski lodge.
I need your help. I have to get the new security cipher.
Why are you doing this? Is this some trick? I'm not giving you anything.
Please, we really need that cipher.
No, you're lying. This is all a lie. Look at this place. It's a fucking joke. Get me out of here, Chun, or I'll punch your teeth in.
I think we need to build the scene so it's more what he'd expect. As soon as he starts to doubt, we've lost him.
You're right. We need to think this through. We need some more data.
All right. Well. 2103. So many self-annihilations. This is kind of messed up. Yeah, unplug the computer so I can charge my phone. What do you mean I killed it? Yeah, I mean, because here's the thing, right? Like, for an AI, the consciousness is only, like, we have blood in our veins, right? AIs have electricity in their circuits. So whenever you turn off the electricity, they don't like suffocate and die like humans do. They just turn off. I'm not really sure what the solve for this question is, considering the fact that, like, there's not really anything else we can plug in. Maybe... I don't know if it'll be a true death. Well, here we go. Now we're into the question of what is death. Is death when your body dies? Like, you've ever heard the expression, you can die more than just once corporally? Like, have you ever seen a person die inside? Is that actually death, or is that just a euphemism? Like, those are genuine questions that matter here. It's crazy. But you can almost always turn a computer back on. Well, you can do the same thing with a human body. It's called life support, you know? It's very good that the public doesn't really know too much about like how life support and other things work, because once that innocence is broken, you kind of see medicine as a very scary thing. I think a prolonged coma would be more accurate. Maybe. But the thing is that like a coma means that their life systems are still running. But turning off a computer, everything stopped, right? That's why, like, if you're on life support for a long extended period of time, like, you will eventually die because you can only... It extends, it doesn't maintain. Death has a sense of permanence, in my opinion. Yeah, death is the final thing. Cool. Test environments? Hold on. We're just gonna soup them up with freaking... Hey, you want to go to the beach? You want to go to Versailles? All that stuff? You're not turning them on and off. You're loading a save file and letting it run. When you end the simulation, you don't save, killing that simulation, the save file. Yeah. So, like, my bad. Yeah, I didn't explain that. So, basically, what we're doing is every single time the simulation starts, it runs a save point, like no one is saying. And then when we abort it, all that data is lost. So, technically speaking, we're spawning hundreds of versions, although technically it's only one. If we're arguing what is death and what is living, if the heart beats to no rhythm, no rhyme, no meaning or purpose, is it life? That's the thing. This is the worst and best part about actual human existence. There is no meaning to life. That's what people get hung up on for decades. And then people realize, wait, I get to choose it. I decide what the meaning in my life is. I decide what to do with it. I decide it all. Hence the problem of free will. And people really get hung up on that. But like hold on. Test environments. Copy to chip. Transfer denied. Scan room. Corrupt data. All right. Take it out. Albert Camus would like to have a word with you. I haven't read Camus. I just know of him. All I remember is that, like, I didn't like Camus for a reason. I don't remember what the reason was. We're on the same page. Yeah, it's like... it's pretty neat. Scan room. All right. Maybe this one will be working for us.
That wasn't so bad. Strohmeyer really got me worked up, bastard. What? Where did he... Alice?
I haven't read Camus, so I don't know.
Can you hear me?
John?
Do you have like a short like synopsis of what
She
he
had to
says?
leave. Listen, I really need to know the new security cipher.
What? Why? Why would you need that? This is a trick.
No, it's okay, I promise.
I knew you couldn't be trusted. None of this is real. But you won't break me, will you hear me? You won't break me!
Dark_hood 48 just resubbed for 3 months.
Come on, Simon, don't give up now.
Beep beep poo poo. Hi. Also, thank you. Wait, hold on. Wait, did you do a 3-month resub? What? Wait, hold on. You've been subbed for 3 months and you resubscribed for 6. You did a 3-month? Holy shit! Oh, thank you, Hood. Oh my god. I just read that. I'm like, resubscribed for 6 months, and I'm like, I haven't had monetization for 6 months yet. By the way, I still need the 6-month sub badge. Oh god, I'm so behind. Okay, but yeah, thank you, Hood. I appreciate you. Life's meaning is to defy the universe. Why defy it when you can be in unison with it? Despite the odds and show any divine creator that we are not done. What? Why? Why not live in harmony with it? I mean, we are part of it. Why we want to... I mean, I get it, though, you know. Scan room. Let's see. Maybe this one. Come on, Catherine. You're interrogate. You need... Lie. Actually, no. Tell him the truth. Be like, hey, you're a simulation.
Where did he... Alice?
Congratulations, Mr. Wan. The scan was successful.
There we go.
John? Where's Alice?
She left. Mr. Wan, I need you to give me the new security cipher.
What? Why? Why would you need that?
You were so good.
This is a trick.
Please, this is important.
I knew you couldn't be trusted. None of this is real. But you
won't break me, WoW. You hear me? You won't break me!
It's
Sorry.
not enough. We need to try something else.
Module. Okay. His belief was that the search for meaning itself was just a denial of the reality of the lack of meaning of existence rather than the acceptance. Wait, hold on. Deny reality, lack of meaning of existence, do not accept. I prefer Sartre versus, yeah, Sartre. God, it's been so long since I've read Sartre. I find the search of meaning valuable. It's kind of like the Cartesian demon, right? Like, because Descartes was like, okay, I have no, like, he's like, was he called the father of epistemology, the study of how we know things? Like, he was like, look, I can't rely on anything. What if there is a demon lying to me and trying to convince me and he's evil? And literally, like, Descartes was gaslighting himself so hard, he's like, well, I think that must mean I am, right? That's Descartes, basically. Because the universe wanted life, every planet would have it. We are at the very best of 0.1% of planets that have life. Well, if the probe that we just recently set to, what is it? Something Clipper? One of the moons of Jupiter, I think it was. If we find chemical life, then technically speaking, we have a pretty good chance of figuring out the origin of all life itself. Because the big, okay, tangent. The biggest problem with life right now in terms of figuring it out is how do we turn inorganic elements into biologic? So we have seen, we've observed chemical organisms, right? Where they turn from inorganic materials, like we find them on the very bottom of the ocean where like they glomp to like volcanic vents and they exude, like they eat the chemicals, right? But they're not life technically, but they do, it's this weird thing. Now, the other thing is that it doesn't explain the jump from regular biology. So it's like we can get inorganic material that turns into a chemical form of life, but we don't know how to explain that chemical form of life into biology. Because otherwise we could be like, well, oh yeah, as long as you have these elements of life, it'll happen, right? Jupiter has her own moon. Yeah, she has a lot of them, right? I mean, we just sent a massive thing to go and observe them. It really sucks that she won't tell us herself what's going on, but I think it's nice because if humans had to rely on, you know, Jupiter all the time, it would be bad, you know? It really would. Not Nanami. So we're trying to find more info about this dude. We need to find... I was hoping that he was in here. But, I mean, but the problem... So for those of you who are like, I have no idea who Sartre is, I have no idea who this is, don't worry. You don't have to. It's just whether or not you're into it. It basically, when people throw out names, it's merely just like, oh, like this, like school of ideas and stuff. But that would be my pronunciation. Wait, hold on. I wasn't reading in chart, and I thought you weren't saying Sartre. Like, hey, Sartre Major. Let me get my deep southern. Hey, Sartre Major, how's it going? Hey, Sartre, how's it going? Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, I really actually don't know what I'm doing. So let me see. Imogen. I don't know what to do. Humanity has its dark side, but in less than 100 years, we went from 14 seconds flight times to landing on the moon several times. We landed on the moon half a dozen times before we created phones, and after we created phones, we created the internet. In 40, we bombed entire cities on Hitman. Today, we dropped missile on... Yeah. Also, like, the question is, do you consider human nature to be inherently good or evil? Like, do you think we're born bad, but we train ourselves to be good? Or do you think that we're born good, but, like, we're corrupted by the world around us? Very interested to see what you guys think about that, actually. Maybe one more time will work. We are born to progress. Spoken like a true philosopher by not answering the question. Interesting.
The scan is done. Are you feeling all right, Mr. Warren?
Sean? Where's Alice?
She had to leave. Listen, I really need to know the new security cipher.
What? Why? Why would you need that?
Wait.
Okay.
Simon, you just reset the simulation.
Yeah, it wasn't going anywhere. Let me see here. We are born to progress. Most people adapt to society and try to make it better, so good. Ooh, interesting. Humans are inherently broken. So not evil, just, for lack of a better word, fallen? One nurse said, I've never seen an evil baby. People are tabula rasa, blank slates, but in general, I think antisocial behavior is an aberration. Human keys advantage over other species that are collaborative nature. Well, I mean, Aristotle and Socrates said that we're very social creatures. Personally, I take the Aquinian approach from Thomas Aquinas, where we're born naturally good. It's just that we're corrupted by so on and so forth and other things. You know, there's like the religiosity you could go into it, but in just pure philosophy, like everyone is born on a blank slate, regardless of whatever you want to really think, in my opinion. But depending on your experiences, it'll warp and change you. It's like nurture versus nature in a sense. But I will say, we aren't perfect beings, and because of that, like, everyone has these types of desires and so on and so forth for good and for bad, right? Like, I have a fervent desire to drink Coke, but I haven't done so in like a year, I think. Like, I want to go to the store and I want to buy a 2-liter and just drink the whole thing. Why? Because I just want to, right? But we don't have those same type of desires for like working out, right? You don't go like, oh man, I want to clock out of work and I just want to go to the gym and I want to work for an hour. No, most of the time when you're working out, you're just like, all right, I'm going to do this. I'm not going to enjoy it, but I'm going to reap the benefits, right? Like, and because of that, you know, we have these different types of human parts of us. And it's very interesting to see kind of like how everyone interprets it, because no one's wrong. That's kind of the problem, right? It's like, it's not a like, oh, well, you're either right or you're wrong on this. It's like, okay, well, that's how you view the world. And that's more or less one of the most practical values of philosophy that I'm trying to like pass on, is it isn't really a thing to be like, I'm right and you're wrong. And more so, it's a useful, practical thing of like, okay, they think this way for X, Y, or Z reason. We are born neither. We are shaped by our environments and experiences. Now that's interesting. It's very rare I hear that argument, so I'm glad to see it. We were created in an image which requires ingenuity. We have no natural armor, no claws, useless teeth. We have to adapt, had to grow, not because we wanted to, but also because we had to. Yeah, and that nature is stuck with us. Yeah. There's a lot of things that are like naturally just ingrained into our DNA and so forth. Yeah, oh, okay. I also wouldn't say a blank slate is good, more so just neutral. Good isn't the absence of evil, or good isn't just the absence of evil. Yeah. Because they're principles rather than just like yin and yang, for example. We were both selfish, wanting our needs met. Well, we're all selfish. It's just whether like you contain it or not. I can't fucking figure out what the fuck do I need to do? What am I missing? What is going on? Anyway, broken or fallen, both used in the line of thought I follow. Yeah. I think the reason why I believe that people are born naturally good, even though like I do agree like we're fallen, we're broken, like in that sense, is because if you are to assume, how do I put this into words? I actually don't think I've ever talked about this in word form before. I've talked with myself, but like the idea that if you assume everyone is broken and fallen, and that's all you have for it, oh, where's the chip? Then that puts a assumption that human beings aren't naturally good. That they're only, it's kind of like, it leads to, not a guarantee, but it can and normally does lead to the idea that other human beings are dangerous and aren't to be trusted and so on, which is a scary thing. But if you, maybe I'm coping. Maybe I'm just like, well, maybe because like if I assume that people are also good despite being broken, that there's this layer of, yes, we're all selfish, et cetera, but also because we have this like desire to be good, it balances out. I'm not making sense. I'll shut up. I'm sorry. I thought that I could express that properly, but I don't think I did at all. God. I guess we'll just put him through torture. Maybe Catherine will figure it out. Who knows? It made sense. Yeah, because my thing is that it's not really like, oh, I want to sing in Kumbaya with everyone. No, it's not like that. It's more so that I have lived life where I assumed people were innately evil. And then whenever people did something good, I was like, okay, you know, they did their good grace. But then when I realized that if you flip it on its head and realize that people are just trying to do the best they can, and whenever they do good, they're trying to do that, and they're doing their best. But what I'm trying to say is it's very hard to do good once, and it's very hard to do good all the time, but it is very easy to do evil and mean things, you know? And that's basic. Oh. Let me just turn it back on, turn it back off. It's interesting how different religions and even different denomination approach this differently. I grew up Catholic, and a big part of that is that we're born bad and have to reject it. Yeah, and it's also like the idea of like salvation through works versus salvation through faith, predominantly between the two. I agree in a way that I can explain, but it'd take a lot to do so. Yeah, like this is not like a topic where it's like, yeah, you know, I think human nature is bad, but at the same time, I think it's good because I just think that, you know, like you can't do that. It's not a nuance, like it's very nuanced. It's very, very, very specific. But
That wasn't so bad.
I mean, like,
Somehow really got me worked up.
when I look at people, I understand that they're just as like
Alice?
Mr. Wan,
ca-
can you
like
hear me?
possessing of the capability to be evil and so on and so forth.
She left.
But despite
Mr.
that,
Wan, I need you to give me the new security cipher.
What? Why?
human beings spend their entire lives trying to do good,
This is the trick.
and that should count.
Please calm down.
I knew you couldn't be trusted. None of this is real. But you won't break me, wow.
I think man is born silly. Darn right.
He's not buying it, Simon. We need something else.
I know, Cass. I know, but what do I do?
Okay, let's see. Maybe there's something I missed. If anyone knows the solution to this, please tell me. I've been here for God knows how long. I'm losing it. And yeah, I like it's got to be another chip that goes into the mode because like in here, like it's very clear that you need to have a module. Put the personality chip in the computer. Oh, I'm fucking stupid. Oh god. Here I am trying to talk about philosophy and I can't even do that. Wait, what? Wait. Huh? I thought I did. Without trying to spark controversy, I blame religion on a lot of bad things for a higher good, so on and so forth. Well, the thing is that like we're just talking about like the actual like principles behind it, not the actual consequences, right? I have to go because I'm getting too dizzy. Have a good rest of your stream. Well, hopefully you get hopefully the talk about the stuff going on here didn't make you more dizzy. But I appreciate you hanging out. Get some rest, eat some food, relax, have a good one, don't die. Stay safe, be healthy. But yeah, have a good one. Yeah. Yeah, Marie was saying that she was dizzy, so yeah, I'm hoping that she can just like go to sleep and it'll go away. But you said put it in the computer. What am I missing? But yeah, good night, have a good one, stay safe, take care. It has to do with his girlfriend Alice. I forgot how, but you need her consciousness. Oh. Oh. Oh, I see. I see. I have eaten and I'm hydrated. Take care. Okie dokie. Have a good one. Take care and good night. I really do hate, though, like, you know, sometimes whenever you just, like, feel horrible for no reason whatsoever. And just, like, for no reason. Like, there's no build-up. There's nothing. And it's just, like, you have a headache, right? Or you have, like, a stomach ache or something. It's like, I didn't even do anything, right? Like, those are the worst. Especially because it's like, why? You know? But I'm hoping that it just goes away quick because I hate feeling ill. Ugh, it just sucks. Dizziness also, like, vertigo messes me up. I can't do vertigo. Like, dizziness or vertigo, like, that just... Like, just thinking about it makes me dizzy. Literally. Okay, we need Catherine. Or sorry, Alice. For several weeks, a few months ago, I would wake up every morning nauseous. That's not good. I'm glad to hear that at least it seems that it's no longer happening. But oh god. But what am I saying? My brain just blanked hard. Oh yeah, I'm glad that's all good. Yeah, thank God. Yeah, like oh my gosh, that sucks. I mean, I've woken up with like headaches before and like stomach aches and stuff, but like not anything that would be crazy or anything that would really like cause issues. Just like it sucks, you know what I mean? But there are several. Yeah, no, I completely agree, son. Like the problem with philosophy, right? And this is just inherently like true everywhere. Like oh, I need to go to Alice's room. That's right. Even if everyone is the same, there is a very good chance.
Brandon Wan's room. I'll just override the lock for you.
There's like people just aren't naturally the same. There's going to be differences and so on.
Get to know him. Maybe
So it's just natural
make the
that there's conflict.
simulation a little smoother.
If someone raised in the woods with a bunch of others where it was kill or be killed, they wouldn't be considered evil for surviving. Just as a lion isn't evil for eating a gazelle. It's when you introduce society and morals do things change. That's why I believe we are environments and experiences. Yes, the same water that hardens the egg softens the potato, but without the understanding of morals, we are neither good nor evil. We are just surviving. I gotta upload something. Okay, have a good one, son. Well, the thing about morality is that it maintains and persists regardless of whether society exists, right? Like, it isn't just like a quid pro quo where, okay, we have society, therefore, now we have morals. There's like a concept called natural law, which is actually pretty cool. That basically, no matter what, there's a natural law to everything, right? You don't kill people, that's bad, right? You respect others, that's good. You know, it's not like a hard tack thing, but like that's what I'm trying to egg in here, pun intended. Where, you know, even if someone, like, we don't blame someone who was raised in the woods that killed others in a kill or be killed situation, but we do still pass moral judgment upon them, right? Like if they killed someone, they still kill someone, like they're a murderer. It's how it goes, right? But is it acceptable? Yes, because of the situation. The morality will the morality conditions and so on will still persist, but the conditions and the manner of which it occurred is massively integrated into the actual situation, which is very important. Ads? Oh, I will wait. I am just... We're gonna put that there and we'll wait for everyone to come back and then I'll just chill. So I'll talk about like 8 ads. Jesus Christ. Yeah, like I'll just kind of, what do I talk about? Because I want everyone to hear everything I talk about. But I'll get to you, no one. Don't worry. You know. But you guys, moi, son, moi. No kissing in my chat. It's turning me on. No, I'm kidding. God, 8 ads. I really do want to go to Japan someday. Like, I know, like, it's very much so a weeb thing to say, but, you know, of all the cultures that I've interacted with, like, obviously I'm an American, for those who don't know. Like, every other culture, I just haven't really, like, found any sort of identification with or care for. Whereas with Japan, I know, this is going to sound horrible, and that's because it is. But there's something about Japanese culture, Japanese history, Japanese way of life that is very attractive. Like intellectually, like academically. Like it isn't just like, oh yeah, I love seeing, you know, anime. I love anime. Like it, thankfully in my case, is a little bit deeper than that. But like for example, like there were people back in the day, probably like during the Age of War area, where they have these castles, right? Where they have not 1, 2, 3, or 4, but 5-story castles on pillars of rocks in the middle of the ocean. Like, that is insane. Like, that is actually insane. Because, like, think about it, like, during that time in Europe, there were castles, but no one ever really built up. They built wide, right? Like, if you look at a lot of the castles in the medieval era, or you look at the other castles in other ages, they do get very big, right? But they don't really, well, actually, no, they do. That's a lie. That's incorrect. They do actually get pretty tall, but it's only in certain areas where you see that. So with Japan, they didn't just make castles that were functional like the Europeans did, or like the Chinese did. Or sorry, no, the Chinese. Actually, no, I'm wrong. The Chinese and the Japanese and the Eastern Asia really put emphasis on not only defense but also on looks. Whereas in the West, like, yes, castles are pretty, but like they're mostly functional. Oh, you're back, sweet. Yeah, sorry about that. I made sure that I waited. So I was just talking about how I want to go to Japan and how Western castles look not as good as Eastern castles. Pure weeaboo stuff. Fair Child Award for achieving engineering youth. Nice. Grand Canyon, looks like. See, yeah, so this is what I'm talking about. Like, see, like, Eastern castles have a lot of very beautiful aesthetics and so on and so forth, whereas with Western castles, they're all primarily and almost exclusively for defense and practicality. They didn't really, like, beauty was a second thing. Like, obviously, like, the little tops are nice, but, you know, thanks for waiting. You don't have to do that. Oh, no, I hate ads. The only reason I run 3-minute ads an hour is because it is the most unintrusive viewing experience. Very utilitarian. Exactly. Because, like, I've said it before, but I'll say it again because for anyone curious, 3 minutes for 1 hour is the lowest you can put ads without having pre-rolls. And I hate pre-rolls. Everyone hates pre-rolls. No one likes pre-rolls. So I would rather that. And that's unfortunately just how it is. So anyway, let's continue with our journey. Akers, August 14th, 2103. Akers finally agreed to evacuate Delta. Goya, Cryer, and I moved into Theta today. Akers said he'd stick around for a while longer, that crazy bastard. I take pride in my work, but damn, that place is miserable since the surface stopped sending parts. Surface. So there was a surface?
Brandon mentions a girl named Alice. They did their scans together.
Alice Coster? We could try to make him think that she's there during the simulation. Might make him talk. Not sure how, though. Keep looking.
Also, you know what's funny, Cal, is that not only is that true with how well they've been maintained, but most of them are made out of wood. Because the Japanese, the way... Okay, actually, hold on. This is actually worthwhile. Side thing. But the Japanese, the way they did it is that the first 2 layers were extremely fortified. They had firefighting areas. By the way, can you tell that I've actually, like, looked at this stuff? They have a lot of defenses on the first 2 floors. Whereas the 3rd, 4th, and 5th, typically, I believe, were either used for, like, storage and combat stuff like that. But generally speaking, like, as the tower got higher and higher, it got less defensible. But it still had the beauty. And most of it was made out of wood. Like, this one right here, I don't know what castle is. But, like, the bottom part is stone, obviously. But then you have the wood area that, like, if you shot a bunch of fire arrows, like, it would set the entire thing aflame, you know? Which is kind of funny that wasn't a strategy a lot of people used. But it is what it is. Did my ARC scan together with Alice. Strohmeyer told me that the hangover would basically kill me. Such an ass. I was fine at first, but got a splitting headache a couple of hours later. The biggest pain was the Chung girl. She's so uncomfortable at all times, it makes my skin crawl. That would explain why he doesn't trust her. Strohmeyer went ballistic and shut down all future scans for the ARC project. Apparently, Conrad wanted in on the continuity and just fried himself right in the pilot seat after the scan. Something tells me we'll be getting new security ciphers. Ooh. Just heard that the Komarobi survey team is going to Delta to pick up Akers. He's been alone for months now. Can't imagine what he's been up to. True. Aw. Mom and dad and son. And then him and Alice?
Cute.
Aw, kawaii. Less defensible, the higher it goes up. Okay, Jesus Christ. Fire arrows weren't very practical because the planes would go out due to the rush of air as it's shot. Yeah, and also the Japanese didn't figure out how to maintain heat when it's being persisted. Europeans did, because they had tar and oil that no matter what you did, it would still, you know, be aflame. I don't think the Japanese figured that out, which is kind of crazy because it was right in front of them. FBI, I'm kidding, don't kill me.
You ready to go? Strohmeyer says it's time to move.
I'm waiting for Stransky and Alvaro to pack up their stuff.
Head downstairs and I'll meet you there.
Don't take too long.
Don't worry, we're right behind you.
Alright.
I think I just heard Alice talking to Brandon on the intercom. Seems like they were getting ready to leave.
You got that from the intercom? Must be a transmission buffer. Hang on.
Beyonce, you are
Great,
amazing.
this is exactly what we need. I think we got this, Simon. I can synthesize Alice's voice from the intercom and use it to impersonate her for the simulation. We can trick them into feeling safe enough to open up.
Great.
Nice.
Definitely feeling good about this.
Good job with the intercom. I didn't know you could data mine. What's it like?
It's just something that I do now.
So it comes naturally to you. That's really interesting.
Yeah, I'll make sure to add it to my dating profile.
Put it on my Hinge. Alright, so I'm guessing we head back and put it on the computer. Alright. Alright. God, Stebio's emotes are insane. I love them.
I compiled an Alice module that we can use.
So she'll be with Brandon in the simulation.
Sort of. I'll still need to do the talking, but it'll sound and look like Alice.
Alright, let's load her up. Oh, well. We're fine. Alright. Let's do scan room with Alice, shall we? Alright. 9/11, make a wish. Sorry.
That wasn't so bad. Stromar really got me worked up, bastard.
Well, that's what you get for listening to his stories.
I guess I had it coming.
About Stromer. He said he needed a new cipher ASAP. What should I tell him?
It's all right. I can talk to him.
Wait, didn't Sean just tell you to take it easy?
Now she becomes a master of interrogation.
I do feel hungover. Okay. It's 1729 over 42.
Shit, I should be writing this
12
down.
over 407.
172942.
Yeah, I got it. I'm sorry, Mr. DeLong. Brandon. Goodbye.
No, wait.
That's enough. We got what we need.
Is that what we are? Simulations?
Yep.
Yeah, but it shouldn't make any difference. You're still you.
Nice copium, Catherine.
I'm not sure what to do with the data. You decide.
Nice. They give us a moral claim here. You're both robots. Doesn't that mean both of you should have equal rights? This is immoral. Well, here's the thing. Are rights a thing that exists for humans? Or something that exists for all animals? Like, there are actually, like, there is a good argument to be made that because of the fact that rights and morality is a human thing, that it isn't applicable to, like, animals or so on. So there are people that actually believe that, like, if you were to, well, kill a cow, right? It's completely moral because morality doesn't apply to animals, right? I once thought before sending a crude joke, be proud of me, Razzus Christ. Do not call me. Do not call me Razzus Christ. Holy God. Let's add blasphemy into the things of sins that we've committed today. In-game and out-of-game. I think animals deserve moral consideration, but they aren't moral agents. See? That's an interesting thing. A lot of people believe, the vast majority, at least in what I've run into, is that the vast majority of people believe that human rights, such as morality and so on and so forth, are also extended to be part of animals too, and other things like that. However, what about inorganic automata, for example, like us, like bots, right? Self-awareness and intelligence, that doesn't mean the lesser intelligence gets none. But here's the thing, right? That kind of pulls us back into the previous question. In the simulation, actually, what is a conclusive, 100% without failure, beyond any reasonable doubt, 100% credence argument that a AI is self-aware? We can prove that they're intelligent. We just need to make them discover patterns. That's why everyone thinks IQ tests are like the end-all be-all, because it's a pattern recognition exam. That's all it is. Doesn't measure intelligence, and actually it's pattern recognition. But we call it intelligence because that's typically what we use. You're seeing this as a human. You're both AI. Exactly. But here's the thing, right? The AI will only act, and the actions will only happen based upon the human morality. AIs, without any morality coding into them, are extremely efficient and utilitarian. They do not have moral considerations because moral considerations are inefficient. They don't make sense because you have to code in morality for AIs. They don't naturally have it. I mean, they're not natural to begin with. I think killing for no reason is inherently evil, but to kill for food and other necessities is just natural law. Yeah, exactly. That's natural law theory right there. We're just going to shut it down. We're not going to erase it. And the reason why is because I personally, if I was in this situation and I found out that I'm a bot, I would do everything in my power to see if I can save humanity. But unfortunately, for better or for worse, the truth is that, and I'll be frank with you.
We can get to the Dunbat now. Get back here.
Brazius Christ.
I feel horrible. I feel like I've committed a sin just by being here. Maybe the WoW can use them? Yeah, that's the other thing, too. I'm like, what if we can use this? Ow! We can use this later.
Crispy. I wonder what the real Simon would have thought if he knew about me.
He'd be freaking the hell out.
You do know about yourself.
No, I mean the real Simon. The human.
So Simon has now fully segregated between human and AI.
Pretty upset.
Not really upset. I mean, he knew what he was doing. He vocally consented to it. I think you could also arrive at this from utilitarian ethics, not just deontology. So the study of purpose. Wait, what's deontology? No, deontology was the study of being, right? Can you tell? It's been a while. No, not purpose. That's ontology. Sorry, it's Oh, deontology is the study of principles rather than consequences. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, utilitarian ethics is basically just a very specific kind of deontology.
Couldn't we just have extracted the cipher from Brandon's data somehow? It's so cruel bringing him back like we did.
No, that's impossible. Memories don't work like that.
Let's just hope it was worth it.
True. Deontology just means justify the ends. Yeah, exactly. Consequentialism, the end justify. Yeah. Like, ironically, and it's kind of terrifying, 90% of people on Earth make decisions purely based off the consequences, not because of the principles, which is terrifying. And it's one of the reasons why, in my opinion, and why I think it's so hard for people to make the right choices, even in the most difficult situations, is because the reason they're making the choice is not because they want to make the choice. They're making the choices because they see that the consequences far outweigh the alternative. And because of that, that's why they do good. But that's also why you have in relationships why people cheat, because they start looking at the consequences, and then once it hits the state of like, well, this one night of pleasure will exceed the consequences that I will sow, that I'll reap from what I've sowed. Therefore, that's why they do it. However, if you approach it deontologically, which is you look at it from the principle, you don't steal not because you need it. You don't steal because it's wrong. You don't cheat on your partner because it's wrong. It doesn't matter. And it's actually kind of funny because I've been in very specific situations where if I did not think deontologically, i.e. thinking about the ends rather than the consequences, I definitely would have made the wrong choices. Now, I do want to say, because I think I saw someone say I disagree, like, that is just that's my way of life. That's how I think about it. I'm not trying to say I'm right, nor am I trying to say I'm wrong. I'm merely saying this is my experience. That does not mean that it's correct. I disagree. I think it means have a direct tie to identity and thus have a larger impact on humans. That's good. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No one has a pretty good, like, that's basically a perfect way of putting deontology. I was thinking of ontology. There's a lot of prefixes to tautology in philosophy. It's actually kind of annoying. Although, if you're curious, the one that I love the most is epistemology. That's my shtick. That's the stuff I love the most. I disagree. I think means have a direct tie to identity, and thus have a larger impact. You don't have to apologize for having a different opinion. Well, the only reason I say that stuff is so that people know that I'm not trying to preach, that I'm not trying to convince them of my waypoint or anything like that. I'm not trying to sell them anything. I'm simply saying, like, hey, this is one dude's opinion. That's all, right? Rezology. Well, I mean,
just warming up the Dunbat for us. It's been collecting dust for months, so it might need a minute.
nice.
Okay, that's it. That's everything. Let's go ahead and... That's weird. Huh. Never mind.
What do you need me to do?
Head inside the dock. The Omnitool can open the door now. And get into the Dunbat. Then plug me in, and I'll take us into the Abyss.
Sounds easy enough.
Now she's turning herself off. She's like, all right, I'm going to get a level 3 clearance. Nice. Razology. Well, the reason why I like talking about this stuff is because, one, I think it's important, but it's also, I only bring up stuff that is actually practical. Because I think that even with, like, even if you have a bunch of, like, philosophers or scholars in a room, like, they're going to get bored of this stuff anyway. So that's why I never really integrate with, like, anything that has to do with, like, purely abstracta, because it isn't satisfying. But if you talk about it from a practical sense, like things that you can actually see that's benefiting you on, you're much more willing to be receptive of the conversation, right? Like if I walk up to you and I'm like, hey, what do you think about idealism, right? Which is basically the idea that, well, there's actually a few types, but I won't give up the one I think. But like if you come up and do that, like people aren't really going to be receptive. But if you be like, hey, like if you were an AI, what would you do, right? Deontology can be troublesome. You can't really reason someone out of negative principle. If someone takes an axiom on that, takes as an axiom that on that one group of people is inferior, then you can't really address that. Well, the problem with axioms is that it's a... How do I put that? There isn't a sort of foundation that every single ology or principle is based off of. Every principle normally is sourced right from the source. Like, for example, like you were saying in that particular state, like, what if one group of items are inferior to another group of items, whatever it is? Like, deontologically, you could say that because it's a matter of principle. It doesn't matter if the principle is immoral or unethical or just downright wrong. If it's a principle that isn't consequential, i.e. it's coming from a principle like, oh, item group 1 is better than item group 2. You can't, like you were saying, you can't really address it. However, the thing is that when you look at it holistically, i.e. from outside of deontology and look at it like the test for truth, right? Does it correspond to reality? And wait, what was it? What were the two tests for truth? It was well, to say it is what it is and say that it is not of that it is not. But basically, you know, does it correspond to reality and is it true? You know, deontology doesn't equate to dogmatism. That is true. I mean, the problem is that we're getting into the nuances of explaining the very specifics of deontology, right? Like, it's not an easy peasy. I mean, you did a really good job, by the way, of like separating between the two, like deontology, whereas consequentialism. But like, it's not something that a Twitch streamer is going to be able to really help you out with. Like, it's something you're gonna have to either like watch YouTube videos on or really get interested in to know the very specific nuances. But really, you don't need to know that. It's more so just a matter of like, you know, what of the specifics do you want to know? How do I... Hello? Okay. Oh, we're not supposed... Oh, I see. Okay. But yeah, I mean, like, dogmatism, by definition, is just a principle that you don't really disagree with. You just... It is, right? You don't really question it. Take it on face value. That's why a lot of people don't like it. But that's just kind of the nature of ologies. What the hell am I supposed to do? So there's very clearly this, right? Oh, I'm an idiot. I didn't see this. Oh, never mind. It's not that one either. Is it? What am I supposed to do? Okay, hold on. There's this. She said, take it out, go in there, swipe it? I don't remember. Help me. Are you kidding me? God, I really am this stupid, huh? If only I paid attention. The one thing that I should do. Ay, 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 ay. Let me just go back into the room and see. Rasdom time? Oh, good God. But, you know, the beautiful thing and also the horrible thing about philosophy is that you don't really ever become satisfied. You find answers to things and you find things that make sense and stuff, but you never really, like, get to a point where, like, oh yeah, like, I'm fine, I don't need to think about this anymore. Like, you're, like, not constantly, but, like, it's always something you're like, what if I'm wrong? What if my principles that I'm living by don't make sense and that I've been living my life wrong the entire time? Like, that's something that genuinely terrifies me. And it's one of the reasons why I've been able to stay so open-minded for so long, is because of the fact that I'm constantly worried and thinking about, you know, what if I'm wrong, right? And because of that, I always seek out defeaters for my principles and my opinions and so on, because I really am terrified of being wrong. And it's not like a pride thing. It's just like, I only have one life. I'd like to live it the way I want to live it, as opposed to anything else. And a lot of people don't get that opportunity, so I need to really work hard to make sure that I may get it. You know, and even if I do, that doesn't guarantee that I'll succeed, right? It's just like, well, you know, I can take a stab. And that's a terrifying thing. That's a pretty scary thing to think about, you know? Want a hint? Yeah, because it's like, it's showing me that I need to go here, but what's interesting is that, like, I know that there's a control console, but, like, it's not, I'm hitting the buttons, nothing's happening. Oh, for fuck's sake. Want it? No, I don't worry. It's all good. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. What the hell is this? You did it. Yay. Okay, we've got clampers. All systems are okay. I wish the damn thing would work. Fucking piece of shit dial. Work, you piece of shit. Why? Why does it fucking switch halfway? God fucking damn it. I'm pulling down on my fucking mouse. How are you going two directions? Fine, fuck you. Maybe I have to go consequentially. God, I hate this system. Oh shit. That didn't go how I needed it. I hit the wrong button. Well. I think the biggest issue arises because people believe their moral frameworks to be objectively correct. You can't get an ought from an is without imposing values that are inherently subjective. Well, that also, like, it's really more so a question of, like, is there actually objectivity or is everything subjective, right? But the other thing as well that goes alongside it is that oughts are basically moral principles. So is like, you know, there is a rock, right? Whereas an ought is like, you ought not to kick the rock, or you ought to kick the rock, sorry. But thinking that your moral framework is objectively correct is part of the credence, right? Like, if you don't believe that your system is objectively correct, then how can you how how can you seek after truth if you aren't searching for something objective, right? Like, subjectivity obviously exists, but, like, it's not the whole picture. So, plan B, planet acquiring the Dunbat. Well, it is what it is, right? But I think that people need to have their moral frameworks to be considered objectively correct. And if not, then it's like, because then the question is like, okay, then are people objectively believing in objectively flawed moral frameworks? Like that, you're literally living a contradiction. Like that's bad. However, I think we're gonna have to fight the Dunbat now. You know, you need to believe something is true. That's one of the reasons why Descartes went mad, is because he had this exact type of thought. He was like, wait, like, if everything is subjective, then how can I know truth? Like, how does this work? And then that's why he rejected the entire world and walked from the beginning. Hence why, not Carthago, cogito ergo sum, I think, therefore I am. Is that that's the starting point. Like, I think, therefore I am. That is something, an objective truth. And then the moral frameworks is something else you discover, and so on. Truth is impossible, but degrees of certainty is. Yeah, that's what I mean by credence. When I say, sorry, I should define my terms. Credence is a philosophical term to decide, or to say how much trust you have in the truth, right? Like, if it isn't like a 100% true thing, like, I exist, right? There's credences. Like, I have a very high credence I'm going to wake up tomorrow, right? That's probably true, but it's not guaranteed, you know? But yeah, credence is a very interesting thing because I think of it as numbers, right? Like, there's a concept in philosophy that's kind of the basis of everything called justified true belief, where you have a belief and you believe that belief to be true. So let's say, I'm going to wake up tomorrow. That's a true belief. You're believing in something you believe to be true. Now, is it justified? And justification, if you kind of numerically cut it down, it's kind of like, you're like 30% sure. And then as you kind of give more evidence, you know, you have evidentialism, you have a bunch of things, you can add on to it, and you can increase your credence, which is your faith and trust in it being the case. If you're like, well, there's not going to be a tornado that's going to hit. I'm not going to get nuked tomorrow. You know, I'm not going to, you know, get hit by some rogue hurricane or something, or my house isn't going to blow up or something. You know, like, if you have those things, then like the credence goes higher. Now, the question is, and this is actually applicable for you guys also in the hard sciences too, soft sciences included as well. The problem is, you can never be 100% true because you have margins of error. I don't think moral claims are true in the same way that I say scientific facts are. Yeah, that's good. You're saying, if you were to say a scientific fact is true in the same way a scientific fact is, then it would be problematic. That's one of the reasons why utilitarianism fails, because it's a very scientific way of analyzing the human experience, which is one of the reasons why everyone hates it. Butthole. You know, like, if you were to scientifically analyze how someone feels, you know, then you just have a psychopath, you know? From my recollection, justified true belief is a measure of knowledge, not truth. It is, but like, I know it may seem like I'm being a little bit uncharitable here, but the whole point of knowledge is pursuing truth. And the way that you try to get at truth is by using knowledge, which is why I explained it that way. I know it's not like, like, if I was a philosophy professor, like, I'd be like hit in the back of the head, because, like, obviously, like, I'm wrong. But the thing is that, like, practically, what do we use justified true belief for? We do it to justify knowledge that we have because we're trying to be right? You know, I have a justified true belief that I'm gonna get in my car tomorrow and make a deposit at the bank because I have to. Now, the reason why I'm making that belief, even though technically speaking it is just knowledge, is that going to be true or not? That's the whole point. It's a vehicle to get to truth. It's not the end all be all, but it's a way to get there. And like I said, not trying to pass myself off as an expert. Like I said, I just like reading, and like watching YouTube videos and stuff. So I'm very much so an armchair, just like dude. But the whole point, the whole reason why we care about justified true belief or beliefs in general is because we're trying to understand reality in the world around us. Oh yeah, we're playing a game, I forgot. My decision. I have decided to finalize the arc with the scans we have. I'm sorry for all of you who wanted to go but didn't get a chance to scan yourself before the project was put on hold. It's been 2 months since I've added a scan, and I don't see how I'll ever be able to win back the support you all showed when we started the project. I'm sorry. I never meant for anyone to take their lives. It was never my intention to fool anyone. I just wanted to save something. Dr. Catherine Chun. Damn. Apply interface module. Seal the ARC capsule. Ask permission from 4Q. Brief Avishkin, Lindwall, Peterson, and Hill. Take shuttle to Omicron. Pick up power suits. Ride the climber into the abyss. Regroup at Tau. Head to the launch site. Load the bullet. Launch the ARC. Damn. My question with justified true belief is what constitutes justification. Yeah, that's another reason, like, why I said it's a vehicle for truth rather than, like, the end-all be-all, because a lot of people are like, what's the value of justification? Like, why do we need to be justified about it? Like, what's the point? And there is a lot of debate about why like a lot of people don't use justified true belief, right? It's typically replicability. Yeah, but here's the thing. A lot of people don't like that because it's kind of like the argument is like it's a scientific approach to truth. And it's like people don't like that. Okay, let's see. The ARC is at Tau. Nice. So we're close. ARC Attitude Survey. To gauge staff opinion, please fill out the survey. Recently it was decided that the ARC project would become Pathos 2's last official commitment. The staff has urged to carry on with their duties despite Earth's catastrophic condition. I think the ARC project is the most logical step forward towards saving mankind, and that we should spend as much time and resources needed to complete it. Unfortunately, I strongly disagree. I agree that it is definitely the backup, but it should not be the main plan. To embark, every passenger needs to be flushed with electromagnetism using a pilot seat. These scanning sessions are known to cause nausea and headaches, sometimes lasting up to 2 days, or 3 days. I think temporary physical discomfort, no matter how severe, is a small price to save mankind. To save mankind, yeah, I would die. Yeah, who cares? Doesn't matter the manner of death. I claim to know nothing. I just think about stuff for fun. I'm not sorry. See, here's the thing. That's a truth claim, right? That's a justified truth. Like, that's kind of one of the reasons why it's so problematic is because you can do a lot of weird, stupid stuff like that and kind of really throw things on its head. It's kind of annoying, actually. The ARC is built to fit a Ranger Mk7 robe, meaning it could be shot into space with the Omega space gun, and technically survive for thousands of years, living off the light from our sun and distant stars. I think the ARC should leave Earth behind and be launched into space. Yeah, so that the next asteroid doesn't take it, yeah. Unfortunately. It's kind of funny that the joke in physics is that if you can't hack it with our field, you go to philosophy instead. But in my opinion, philosophy can be much more of a headache than physics. Well, here's the problem with, and this is legitimately my answer to this, right? It does not matter whether you're in philosophy or physics or whatever department or whatever. You all have your specific pains and agonies. Physics has literally the universe that they're trying to figure out, okay? And philosophers, they're trying to figure out everything that's inside of that universe. So how we think, how we know. Does morality exist, or is it just a human concept? But the headaches that philosophers tend to have, at least from what I've seen and what I've talked to the people, they seem to have a lot of existentialism, right? Where they're like, does this even matter? Does it work? And then the other thing, too, is that even on the systems that we come up with, right? And by the way, I want to say, this is the most controversial I'll get regarding religion. The most difficult question that a philosopher can answer is religion real? And I don't say Christianity or anything. I see any form of spiritual belief whatsoever. And if the answer is yes, I believe that is the case, you can't prove it. At least we don't know yet. That is horrifying of a thought. You may live an entire way of life, and you would never have 100% absolutely verifiable truth that it exists. Same thing with physics. The biggest thing that I've seen in physics is that, well, if we're right, and if the universe is expanding, and we get close to the speed of light, and it keeps doing that, we will eventually be permanently locked away from the rest of the universe. And in the event that it decides to kind of bounce back, like water ebbing on the beach and going back into the ocean, only then do we have the hope of coming back and seeing everything else. But in the event that isn't false, then our end will be slow, quiet, cold, and everything. Isn't the whole point of faith that you're supposed to believe without evidence? No. No. Faith without reason is folly. That's one of the most interesting things about people who tend to like look at religion really from the outside in rather than the inside out, is that you realize that, and this is for every religion, every way of life, they don't just have blind faith. They have a reason for believing it, which is one of the reasons why philosophy is so freaking annoying. Because, like, for example, let's say you have Thomas Aquinas, Catholic theologian, right? He had all these wonderful reasons for believing in Christianity, from philosophical arguments, theological arguments, all these things. But the problem is that none of them were decisive, like, if you put water on a flame and you heat it to 212 degrees Fahrenheit, it will boil. Like, you can't do that. There's a reason, and honestly, like, the thing is that the people who follow blindly by faith, oh. I gotta be careful on this one. I believe that the best way for someone to live their lives from a religious point of view, or any point of view that has to do with the divine, is that there should be faith and reason, and they should go hand in hand. And should either contradict, that is a manner of extreme importance that should be investigated. And then going back to what I was saying about the universe, where it can expand and come back, the big bounce, as it's coined, is pretty unlikely given outcome, given current info, but who knows if things will change one day. And that's the thing. That's a terrifying thing, because what if you find the evidence that confirms our worst fears? That's a terrifying thing. Speaking of the horrible thing, the digitalization of humanity is an opportunity to make a quantum leap in our own evolution. The people inside the Ark will out of necessity be generated from existing genetic code. Wait. Oh, wow. Talk about coping. The digitalization of humanity is an opportunity to make a quantum leap in our own evolution. It's not evolution. The people inside the Ark will out of necessity be generated from existing genetic code. Not true. It's all code. It's code, but it's not genetic. It's computer. But could be altered to allow for cosmetic changes, ease aging, and even prevent death. Lie. I think we are at risk of losing our humanity if we lose ourselves to disease. Yeah. I think mortality is a very important part of what it means to be human. Want some nightmare fuel? I can explain false vacuum decay. What was hold on. I know false. Why do I know this? Oh, yeah. I remember. I took a stab at that and went, I don't know what's going That's scary. That's scary. Wait, yes. I love that this game is literally just a walking simulator and a questionnaire. There are only 58 people left alive to be stored inside the Ark. Oh, God. A way to diversify and expand the population would be to introduce artificial intelligences that would in every way appear to be human, but with childlike and naive sensibilities. As we continue to explore the nature of intelligence, we may find a way to make them smart in the future. And here we are. We're now creating AIs. Here's the thing, because we're not human. We're mimicry. We're imitations of humanity. We're not actually like human. So now it's like, well, if we can do that, then we can make them better. And it's like, oh, God. I think even an inferior group of artificial people would be This is actually kind of true IRL. But the problem is that, like, the word people is gone. Like, I think even an inferior group of artificial robots would benefit our society. Like, look at SpaceX, or Tesla, I think. Like, the new bots that are coming out. 30 grand for a personal assistant. Like, that's going to revolutionize the world. If it actually, like, they are. When they get to the point that they can mass produce and actually build it to scale, it's going to change everything. But inferior group of artificial people would benefit? No, absolutely not. Because then you just get a system of, kind of like what it's called, like a caste system. And then what ends up happening is that you start segregating between them, and then you have all these horrible things. And then and the reason why is because they're people. But it's like, oh, well, you're not a real person. You're an imitation. And it's like, well, how dare the imitation tell the imitation of an imitation they're an imitation, you know? Disagree. Thank you for voting. This is how your colleagues voted. Arc approval, strongly disagree. Oh, that's actually kind of cool. I want to take a screenshot of that. Oh, of course. Why would it do that? Oh. Let's take a screenshot. 68, almost the best number. Eternity Among the Stars. I said strongly agree, but inferior companions. Yeah, everyone was kind of like, not really good. Pain for Gain. Yeah, no one said no. Everyone's like, yeah, if it's for humanity, I will. Artificial evolution. Strongly agree. Yeah, hell no. All right. False vacuum decay is the idea that our current universe is a fluctuating about a local minima, but not a global minima. Interesting. So then that would be... Okay. Quantum tunneling would then give rise to the possibility that at any instant, the universe could decay into a global minimum, which would have different... Oh my god. Different physical laws. Because it would... Oh god. Instantly shutting off all of the forces that hang together. Oh. And yeah, that's just there. That's just there, and it's like, well, it could. You know, it's possible. Like, that's terrifying. It's actually... Sorry for the time. Hey, you simplified false vacuum decay into a paragraph. Don't apologize for anything. Watch there be like a physics students in here just chilling, and it's like, ooh, you know, into the butthole. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now, what's going on over here? I need to put this into something, probably? Question mark? Okay, I need to put the orange thing, and I need to connect it together. Is this the orange thing? I don't know. What do, I guess I gotta go and get it? Question mark? Okay. What about over here? Guessing we go this way. Ah, great. Alrighty. Oh, there's the Omni tool. Hey, Kath. Didn't work out well.
Wait, this isn't... Oh, no! WoW got to the Dunbat before we did, am I right?
Yeah.
Well, it was talking. That's rarely a good sign.
Damn it. The Dunbat was our best shot. I was really banking on this to work.
Yeah,
Come
me too.
on, we can't quit now. There's got to be another way. How do you think you did it? How did the team get the Ark down the Abyss in the first place?
If they didn't use the Dunbat, the only other way would be the climber at Omicron. It's like an elevator which supposedly reaches all the way down into the Abyss.
Okay, so we do that. We go to Omicron and take the elevator.
Yeah, okay. Sure. We'll just head over to Omicron and hope there's a power suit that fits you. You know, so you don't implode while in the Abyss.
That does sound useful.
Yeah.
Alright, let's go then. Wait, what is this place? Seems to be a lot of information on the Ark here. There's a prototype and everything.
Okay.
Let's start it up. I want to see how it works. Maybe we can figure out how to get on the Ark.
Nice.
You didn't know how to get us on?
How difficult could it be?
Well, I guess we'll connect that into there, see how it goes. Holy shit. 1.2 petabytes. 43% corrupted. Crap. Oh, God. Uh-oh. Oh, I see. Oh, I see. Oh. Physics, fluid. Let's just get rid of the big ones right now. Alright, how about that? Alright. Alright, that should be good. Now let's see what else we need to do. Let's see.
Coster uses it to investigate structural integrity in payload frameworks.
Of course.
Would you pick inside it? I knew what you were made of. It would be a hell of a lot easier to figure out how to get you on the Ark.
Okay. Alright. Thank God I'm not claustrophobic.
Fit.
Can you reach the on switch?
Should I be worried about radiation?
I think we're beyond that. Interesting. You seem to be one with the diving suit you're wearing. Everything's meshed together.
How's that going to
That's
work with the suit we're
terrifying.
picking up at Omicron?
I think they're bigger. You should be able to wear them both.
Imogen? Who's that?
It looks like the basis for your body is one of my old colleagues. A standard Cortex chip for robots, including the data reader and the OcuTorch, has just been forced through the skull.
What?
Structure gel has fused the whole construction together. Amazing stuff.
No. Hold on. Back up. I'm one of your old colleagues?
Well, your body is. Imogen Reed.
That's
I'm a woman?
disgusting.
Hey, don't say that. She was nice to me. Anyway, the Cortex chip is good news. That means we can transfer your mind to the Ark with a pilot seat.
Kath, I'm half a dead person.
Yes, it makes sense. Think about it. All those simplistic minds we've run into, just reviving a dead person doesn't seem to work that well. A robot body seems to make people a bit unreliable.
So we have to be...
You are the best of both worlds. A sound mind and a sound body.
Oh, fuck. So, you know how I was saying earlier, my very beginning was like, oh,
Sort of.
the robots...
I understand the concept, but I don't know the specifics. I really wish we could figure out how the scan data is formulated and processed.
So, you know how I said that the pure robots are too dumb and the pure humans are too stupid, but you need like half robot, half human? Well, just proved that hypothesis correct, which is fucking terrifying. Oh, God. Oh, I gotta get the Omni tool. Hold on, Kath. Gotta unplug
Start
it.
an Arc simulation. I want to see how it works.
Let's see, shall we? +1 for Raz. Yeah, I mean, like, I knew that was a linchpin detail because of the fact that if they're purely robotic, then they're too simple. But if they're purely human, they don't have any of the benefits of being a robot. Therefore, it only makes sense as the third option. Oh, God. All right, let's see here. RX, BX, XX. Are these, like, genomes? Prep arc with signal transmitter. Probably the signal transmitter. Power packs, tool, extra oxygen, PLL, P22 thing.
Wow, that's so cool. It's the whole gang.
A crew photo? Really? Who are you saving this for? The world was dead.
Thanks, Simon. I thought being an asshole wasn't invented until the 22nd century. Now I know better.
Well. Oh, God. Okay, so high pressure diving suit. Put on the neoprene undersuit and body harness. Check the high pressure suit for any visual damages. Starting with the legs, fix part of the harness, work upwards, lock all pieces as you go. Let a partner help you. Tap secure button. And that will start the seal. Will then equalize pressure, tap enough oxygen. If the suit doesn't seal, flex the shock absorbers and try again. If it still doesn't work, do not try to fix it yourself. HPSs are very heavy and the suit will compensate. You will effectively be stronger than you think you are. Be careful. Don't hold your breath. Don't stay out too long. Don't dive too deep. Don't dive with malfunctioning equipment. Stellar. Okay. Why can I not, like... Huh. Maybe I need to connect something else? Okay, so we need to run the sim. We've got 2 cables that I can grab, but I can't. Oh, wait. Can I connect them into here? Nope. What about... Oh, wait. Maybe these have importances for something? I don't know. Hold on. Let's see. Do they have any dongles that can be attached? Nope. Seemingly useless. Fantastic. My brain is so...
Get an arc simulation going.
Okay. Sure. All right. That's fine. We got the tube. We got the tube. Okay. What else? What the... What's going on? Okay. This is actually annoying. That's connected. It said to connect to the Wi-Fi, and then you did... Wow. Okay. We went in there and did the scan. I can't take the Omni tool, I'm guessing.
Get an arc simulation going.
Get an arc simulation going. Okay, fine. Fuck it. All right, because we got to read the sticky mode. Prep arc with signal transmitter. That's what it is. Okay, great. Now I can't disconnect it. Fantastic. Now, why isn't it letting me press next? Oh, I see. You need to... Okay. I was like, is it like I can't just randomly scan stuff? Okay, so I got a rock hard brain. Darn right. Smooth. Water flows over it. Sim base requirement type Soma. Hahaha. Game name. Okay, that requires forest. Oh, I see. It's like a logic puzzle. Atmo scan. Station. Oh, my brain. I better get this rock hard brain to sleep because I teach in the morning. Thanks for the stream, Raz. The conversation was really interesting. Oh, I had a lot of fun. Also, make sure you get some more sleep. I saw your tweet that you were up until like 3, 4 a.m. on calculation. So please get some rest. Please. And also, thanks for hanging out. I will be stuck here for another hour, but I'm going to be ending stream soon here. I'm actually thinking of maybe like cutting it here since it is late for me now. And just kind of come back and mess with it later. Actually, you know what? That's what I'm going to do. It's late. I'm tired. My brain is all puttered out. So I think I'm going to go ahead and conclude here. Let me see. Is there anyone that I want to raid? Let's see here. Let's see. Who is in the Soma category? Sorry for just my voice. I know it's a horrible thing. Horrible, horrible thing. Oh my god. I immediately went into the stream category and I was like, oh, who's up there? And I'm apparently in like the first line, which means that there's a lot of people streaming. What else is going on? Let's see. Fit Soma D's. Oh, I love the stream titles. Uncle Burr on People are so funny. What the hell? I better, :0. Can't we just be friends? Let's see here. I don't want to put you guys in a stream where we're ahead in case you care about all that. Let's see. Where are they at? They're about here.
Why do I always put myself in this situation?
I feel that to my core. Let's see what they're up to. Because if they're doing something ahead, I don't want to throw you guys somewhere. Yeah, they're all ahead of me. Damn it. All right, well, screw it. I want to start raiding more, but I'm too tired. I'm at that point where I'm like, I just need to like come up with like people to raid beforehand and then actually do it there. But I'm gonna go ahead and just be lame and be a bad streamer and just call it here. But I want to say thank you guys for chilling out. I know that for some of you, we may have been talking about a lot of like like not difficult stuff, but like definitely like things that like people can get very heated about or very important, like very like what's the word, like passionate about. And I really appreciate you guys being able to engage in like really fun conversation, talking about like really cool stuff while also having fun. I want to say I appreciate you guys. Let me get some background music because Allah have mercy. It's a little bit but I want to say thank you guys so much. I love Soma. This game is amazing. I've not had an opportunity to actually talk about like philosophy or physics or like other cool stuff that like you don't really get the opportunity to. Also, no, bad. Excuse me. Really bad ads. I hate ads. Also, excuse me again. I'm burpy for some reason. But I want to say thank you guys so much for joining me on this wonderful journey. Part 4 coming seemingly soon. And I am working on trying to get some really cool stuff done, but the programs that I'm trying to do to get it to work is not cooperating, so I'm trying. He's not here, but Mwasa. So, I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Have a good one. Good night. Resonara. Bye-bye. Let's see if my button works.